The following is a presentation of Baldwin Sports Live, your home for the Baldwin Bulldogs. Baldwin Sports Live is brought to you by Kelly Neufeld, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Baldwin State Bank, Heartland Plumbing, Family Medicine of Baldwin City, Morning Star Care Homes, Trindle Lumber Company, State Farm Agent Cody Anno, One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, Rice Precision Manufacturing, Baldwin City Recreation Commission, Elite Chiropractic, the Lumberyard Arts Center, and by the Baldwin City Chamber of Commerce. This is Baldwin Sports Live.
Good evening from Baldwin High School. It's the home opener tonight for the Baldwin Bulldog basketball teams as they play host to the Anderson County Bulldogs here on this Tuesday evening. Glad to have you with us for this Battle of Bulldogs here on Baldwin Sports Live. We'll start it out with our girls game coming up first. Baldwin looking to bounce back from a tough loss on opening night down in Paola, a game that was close throughout but ended up with Baldwin losing 58-54, despite having some chances late in that ball game. But Paola used an offensive rebound off of a missed front end of a 1-and-1 to get a putback and extended a 2-point lead to 4, a deficit that Baldwin was unable to overcome in the final seconds of that ball game. The season opening loss, the first opening night loss for the Baldwin girls since 2013, so rare territory for Baldwin heading into a game now at 0-1, and certainly not an easy path to a victory tonight either as they welcome the 1-0 Anderson County girls to town, who defeated Iola in their season opener on Friday night by a final of 45-27. Anderson County coming off of an 18-win season last year, 18-4 last season for Anderson County, but one of those 4 losses was against Baldwin. Baldwin has historically dominated this series since 2007, which is as far back as my records will go. Baldwin has won all 17 meetings with Anderson County. In the back end of our doubleheader tonight, the Baldwin boys also looking to avoid an 0-2 start after a 66-49 loss at Paola to open their season this past Friday night. The Bulldogs did hold their own for a little over a half of that ball game. They trailed by just 7 at halftime. But the size and depth of Paola eventually won out in that ball game. The Panthers pulling away in the second half to win it by 17. And once again tonight, Baldwin will be up against a pretty significant size disadvantage with Anderson County coming to town, a team that boasts one of the taller 3A lineups in the state, headlined by 6'8" senior Reese Katzer. But he's certainly not alone. It's a lineup that features 4 players over 6'4". Anderson County boys winning their season opener against Iola 43-31, and now they have their sights on a 2-0 start, which they have not done in at least the last decade plus. So once again, we're glad to have you with us here on this Tuesday night as Baldwin hosts Anderson County in a doubleheader of hoops here on Baldwin Sports Live. More of the Baldwin Sports Live pregame show is coming up right after this.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered, to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it. At Family Medicine of Baldwin City, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education, ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 785-594-2512 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Baldwin City, your partner for lifelong health.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Welcome back to the Baldwin Sports Live pregame show. Anderson County and Baldwin coming up here. A doubleheader of basketball tonight for you, with the boys' game set to take the air following this conclusion of our girls' game. Feature the 1-0 Anderson County Bulldogs and the 0-1 Baldwin Bulldogs. Let's take a look at our matchup now as we focus first on the visitors from Garnett, Kansas. Anderson County picking up a 45-27 victory to open their year against Iola. Got off to a bit of a slow start in that ball game, but they ended up with that comfortable 18-point win, their fifth straight victory over the Mustangs. So 1-0 this year. They were 18-4 last year, but despite that success a year ago, they did not fare so well against Baldwin. They lost 73-55 to Baldwin last year. It was the 17th, at least the 17th straight win, as far back as my records show, back to the 2007 season. And Baldwin has won all 17 meetings, and 9 of the last 10 head-to-head. Baldwin has put up 60-plus points. So it's a series that recently has been dominated by the Baldwin Bulldogs, but we'll see if the visiting Bulldogs can put Baldwin up to a test here this evening. They did lose 2 first-team All-Pioneer League seniors last year, but a returning sophomore class that's very talented that played significant minutes last year as freshmen. So it's a young group, but they are somewhat experienced on the varsity floor and certainly had a nice showing in their first game out this year. Now as that sophomore trio that kind of leads the way for them, the point guard, Addie Fudge, their top rebounder, and Kylie Disbrow, a 5'11 sophomore, and then the top scorer who led them in the opener, Caitlin Foltz, a 5'9 sophomore, had 23 points in their opening night victory against Iola. So Foltz herself almost outscored Iola, 23 from Foltz, 27 from the Iola team in that season opening victory for Anderson County. So that's sort of the trio that leads the way for Anderson County, but they are plenty deep. They have a lot of girls on the roster. Not very many suited up, though, here tonight on the varsity floor. It looks like they've only got 9 of them out there suited up for tonight. So we'll see if Baldwin can stick with them and stay out of foul trouble, something that Baldwin found themselves in. 2 girls fouled out in the Bulldogs, Baldwin Bulldogs, that is, season opener, including their top scorer from a year ago, Riley Smith. Was named to honorable mention All-State after averaging 12.5 points, 3 assists a season ago. But Riley, bit of a tough season opener for her, just 8 points in the game against Paola, and fouled out of the ball game with about 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in that one. 8 points and did have 4 assists for the Baldwin in that game, but it was a bit of a tough night. It was scoreless at halftime. All 8 came in the second half for Riley. So we'll see if she can get going a little earlier and stay on the floor and avoid the foul trouble this time around. It was not a tough night, though, for a couple of other Baldwin stars in that opener, including Carly Neufeld, who was lights out from beyond the arc. 4 3-pointers in that game, went 4 of 9 from beyond the arc, did Neufeld, and scored a team-high 24 points in that season-opening 4-point loss at Paola. So it was a career-high 24 points from Carly Neufeld, who averaged 9 a game last year as a sophomore, and she certainly put a big number on the board there in her first game out of her junior season. And another bright spot in that season opener, despite the loss, was Alyssa Reichard, the 5'10 sophomore for the Bulldogs. 16 points, a career best for Reichard, to go along with 4 rebounds. She averaged just under 2 points per game last year as a freshman. Bob Martin, the head coach of the Bulldogs, said that he had high expectations for Reichard coming into this season, and she certainly did not disappoint on opening night with 16 points, second of the team behind the 24 from Neufeld. Isabel Harvey, the other returner, was solid last year against Anderson County. 7 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, did a little bit of everything against the Anderson County Bulldogs last year, so we'll see if she, like Riley Smith, both had a bit of off openers for the Bulldogs of Baldwin, but both had big games against Anderson County last year. For Riley Smith, it was 18 points and 9 assists in that game, an 18-point win last year over Anderson County for Baldwin. So that's a look at our matchup here tonight. Again, Anderson County comes in 1-0. Baldwin, of course, 0-1, trying to avoid a dreaded 0-2 start. The 0-1 start in and of itself is a rarity. That's been since 2013. The Baldwin started 0-1, and going as far back as I can look, all the way through the 2006 season, they have never started 0-2 in that whole time. So unfamiliar territory here for Baldwin. We'll see if a matchup with Anderson County can help right the ship for them here in their home opener after dropping their season opener. We'll take a timeout, come back, and take a look at our starting lineups for you in this ball game, and then we're moments away from the opening tip as well. It's Baldwin and Anderson County coming up here on Baldwin Sports Live.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846. Serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being part of the community we serve. Our roots run deep in Baldwin City, and our commitment runs deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home, or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we're here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for more than 100 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
Morningstar Care Homes is looking for the next members of their team of compassionate caregivers. If you're a certified nurse's aide or medication aide or interested in becoming certified with company reimbursement, apply today and join the locally owned care team at Morningstar Care Homes, offering paid leave, health, dental, and vision insurance and a low 5-to-1 patient to caregiver ratio. Apply online at morningstarcarehomes.com/careers or call 785-594-2603. Positions available in Baldwin City, Ottawa, Fredonia, and Neodesha.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Welcome back inside Baldwin High School as we are getting set for the opening tip here tonight between Baldwin and Anderson County. Quick look at tonight's starting lineups for you. We'll start with the visiting Anderson County Bulldogs. A 5'9" sophomore, number 14, Caitlin Foltz. 23 points to lead the Bulldogs in their season opening win over Iola. a 5'9 senior, number 15, Brooklyn Kurtz. And before that, I guess I'll pause for the national anthem, and then we'll finish those starting lineups here in a moment. All right, those starting lineups again for you for the Anderson County Bulldogs. Caitlin Foltz, the 5'9 sophomore, number 14, their top scorer of the opener, 23 points. Brooklyn Kurtz, a 5'9 senior, number 15. Addie Fudge, the point guard, is a 5'6 sophomore, number 22. Kylie Disbrow, a 5'11 sophomore, number 24. The top rebounder of the team, a 5'9 sophomore, number 25, is Brooke Gailey. And the head coach is Amy Disbrow, assisted by Jeremy Ball and Tate Schumer. Anderson County 1-0 on the year. And for the Baldwin Bulldogs, a little bit different starting lineup here this evening. Marin Frost gets the start, the 5'4 junior. Came off the bench in the opener against Paola. She'll start in this ball game tonight. Had 11 points and a career best 6 assists against Anderson County last year. So Frost drawing the start here on night number 2 of the season. Carly Neufeld, a 5'7 junior, number 2 for the Bulldogs. A team-high 24 points, a career best for Neufeld in the season opener. Alyssa Reichert is a 5'10 sophomore, number 12 for the Bulldogs, 16 points in the season opening loss to Paola. That was a career high for Alyssa as well. Isabel Harvey is a 5'9 senior, number 21 for Baldwin, and a 5'8 senior, number 22 is Riley Smith, who led the team last year against Anderson County with 18 points to go along with 9 assists and an 18-point Baldwin victory. The head coach of the Baldwin Bulldogs is Bob Martin. He is assisted by Eric Toot and Kara Lee. All right, now it is time here in a moment as they finish out these starting lineups inside Baldwin High School, the home opener for Baldwin. They will be home for 3 of the next 4, including tonight with Burlington on the road this Friday. But then after that, they close out the pre-Christmas break portion of the schedule with back-to-back home games next week against Lewisburg and Spring Hill. So, with the starting lineups finished up, it is time for tonight's opening tip, and it is brought to you by Baldwin City Recreation Commission. Get ready for the 2022 Jingle Bell Rock Hunt. The hunt begins tomorrow, December 8th, with the release of the first clue. Beginning tomorrow and every day through December 19th, a new clue will be revealed, leading you to the Jingle Bell Rock. Find the rock, collect $300 cash from Baldwin City Recreation Commission. Follow BCRC on Facebook, Baldwin Rec, or on Instagram to receive the clues. And join the hunt for the Baldwin City Recreation Commission Jingle Bell Rock. All right, here we go, Baldwin in their home opener, hosting Anderson County. Battle of Bulldogs here tonight in the first of 2 games for you here on Baldwin Sports Live. The boys' game will follow. Ball tossed to the air, and we are underway here in Baldwin as Anderson County controls tonight's opening tip. Man-to-man defense to open up for Baldwin as Reichert gets a deflection, but it's out of bounds off of Alyssa, stays with Anderson County. Baldwin played a battle against Paola in their opener. The whole game was played within a 7-point window, or rather, nobody had more than a 7-point lead. And it was Paola, unfortunately for Baldwin, who won it by 4 in the end. Harvey pulls down the rebound for Baldwin after the opening possession. Shot attempt by Anderson County, and quickly Marion Frost gets one up from the corner. One and done there. Brooklyn Kurtz the rebound for Anderson County. No score half a minute into the opening quarter. Took Baldwin a little bit against Paola to get going on the offensive side, and Paola as well for that matter. Both teams one possession each so far in this one. Pass up top into the arms of Gailey. Open shooter on the wing. Three-pointer off the mark out there from Addie Fudge. And it's rebounded by Marion Frost for Baldwin. Frost pushes it up, has Neufeld open on the block, but Carly fumbled the pass. Sends it back out to Riley Smith. Her three off the mark, a little bit strong for the right wing. And another rebound for Brooklyn Kurtz. As we are still scoreless, a little over a minute into the opening quarter. Neufeld almost able to get out there in that passing lane. Into the high post, Disbrow. Turning face on Reichert, over top of her, shoots and scores the game's first bucket with 6:30 left to play. In our first quarter, it's 2-0 Anderson County. Now Reichert, a great look off the feed from Marion Frost, and dial up the tray for Alyssa Reichert to put Baldwin in front 3-2. Some full court pressure for Baldwin. We saw that throughout against Paola. Did not force a ton of turnovers out of the press itself. They ended up forcing 21 turnovers in total in that game. But the majority of those came at the half court, but they do force one here, a traveling violation on Anderson County. So Baldwin gets it back, leading 3-2. 2 minutes into the opening quarter. A three-pointer from Alyssa Reichert. Got the Baldwin Bulldogs on the board. Now Alyssa tries another one and drains her second tray of this opening quarter. This time off the feed from Riley Smith, and it's 6-2 Baldwin. 16 points in the opener from Reichert, who showed some three-point range, knocked down 3 out of 4 three-pointers in that game against Paola. She is 2 for 2 from downtown to start this one. And it's a 6-2 advantage for Baldwin in the early going. Pass deflected by Harvey, but a little too much contact there, as Isabel Harvey will pick up her first personal foul, the team's first, with 5:33 to go in the first quarter. Baldwin did have 2 girls foul out in their season opener. Riley Smith and Carly Toot both fouled out of the game. Toot started that game, not starting tonight. And there's Reichert jumping in front of that inbound pass to get the steal. And Addie Fudge then commits the foul at midcourt for Anderson County, her first. And the first on Anderson County with 5:31 left to go in the first quarter. A 6-2 Baldwin lead off a pair of threes from sophomore Alyssa Reichert. Harvey. Neufeld around to Frost, knocked out of her hands and out of bounds. Last touched by Gailey. Stays with Baldwin. 5:20 to go in our opening quarter. At least 17 straight victories over Anderson County for Baldwin, going all the way back through the 2007 season. We're hoping they can keep that going and pick up their first win of the year after that tough 4-point loss on opening night in Paola. From the baseline, Carly Neufeld, after the shot fake, gets her first 2 of the game. And it's 8-2 Baldwin. Neufeld, a 24-point opening night for her, career best. Her and Reichert both set career high scoring in that season opener against Paola. On the cut to the basket, that's Disbrow off the feed for the outside by Kurtz, and she has both buckets now for Anderson County. There's an 8-4 lead for Baldwin, though, as the Bulldogs now, of Baldwin, I should say, turns it over for the first time. Can't use Bulldogs tonight. Both teams sport the Bulldogs as their mascot. And they're going to get Riley Smith there for that foul. That is her first. And again, that's something to keep an eye on here tonight after Riley fouled out of that game against Paola. Had 2 first quarter fouls and had picked up a third foul in the second quarter. Played clean in the third quarter, but then a couple of fourth quarter fouls, fouled out with 4:20 to play. Harvey after the steal has it blocked by Addie Fudge. It sets up Reichert again, strong on that 3-point attempt. This Brown clears it for Burlington, or for Anderson County, excuse me. Burlington will be the opponent coming up on Friday night for Baldwin, but there is a timeout taken by Anderson County And a full timeout, so we'll take a break with 4:19 left to play in the first quarter. It's 8-4 Baldwin here on Baldwin Sports Live.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
Welcome back inside Baldwin High School. The Baldwin cheerleaders out there on the court during the timeout. Big group of Baldwin cheerleaders as they get a chance to cheer here on the home floor for the first time this year. The home opener for Baldwin. And so far an 8-4 lead for the Baldwin Bulldogs. A couple of Alyssa Reichard threes, a Carly Neufeld bucket. A 4-point Baldwin lead. Dangerous pass into the middle of the floor. And Anderson County able to control it. Gailey to the foul line for Fultz. Outside it goes. Three-point attempt by Kurtz off front iron. Long rebound, and it is tracked down on the sideline by Gailey. A second chance opportunity for Anderson County, but it comes up empty. Frost clears the rebound after the miss by Kurtz. Reichard up top. Frost lining up a three-pointer and draining the three-pointer. Third three already for Baldwin. That time it was Reichard on the assist to Frost after they connected the other way around for a three earlier in the quarter. 11-4 Baldwin. Three-point shot going down early for the home team. Passed up to Disbrow and ripped away by Neufeld. They will call it a jump ball before Neufeld was able to get that ball loose, but in the end it still will go over to Baldwin. On the fourth turnover of the game for Anderson County. 3.5 to go in the quarter. 11-4 Baldwin. Riley Smith brings it up for the Baldwin Bulldogs to Harvey on the high post right. Now Frost for the left point. And another three-pointer for Baldwin. Their fourth already. Reichard and Frost have each hit a pair. And with 3:11 to go in the first quarter, it's 14-4. As Baldwin has opened up a double-digit lead. Trying to get it into the mid-post, and it's Harvey. Steps in front for another Baldwin steal. Smith takes some contact near the foul line. That will be called on Addie Fudge, and that is 2 on Fudge of Anderson County. Baldwin to their bench for the first time. In comes 5'6" junior, number 14, Carly Toot. 5'7" junior, number 5, Emma Kate Lang. And a 5'3" sophomore, number 32, Bailey Smith. Fudge remains on the floor for Anderson County despite the 2 fouls here in this opening quarter. Nice inbound play right there to Emma Kate Lang. And it's a bucket off the bench for Lang to make it 16-4 Baldwin. A 5-1 advantage in turnovers right now for Baldwin, a 12-point lead. Great start here in the home opener for Baldwin. Having a tough time getting the ball inbounded. Fultz eventually does get it into Disbrow, and here comes Anderson County down by 12 already. Smith, got to be careful, already has 1 foul. Doesn't want to pick up a cheap second all the way away from the basket like that. Inside to Disbrow, who banks another one in. She has all 6 for Anderson County. Toot was open, thought about it, now drives, and the floater rims out. Pulled away by Anderson County's Caitlin Fultz. 10-point Baldwin lead. 2 minutes left to play in the opening quarter. Mid-range jumper off of the mark. Toot the rebound for Baldwin. Pushes it up to Frost. Triple teamed. And grabbing the basketball there was Kurtz. Tying her up. Jump ball will send it over to Anderson County as Carly Neufeld checks back in after a quick rest, replaces Marin Frost. 16-6 Baldwin. 1:52 left to go in the first quarter. Long pass up to Disbrow, looks backside, and the first shot missed, second chance misses as well. Loose ball in the paint, toot down to the floor to pick it up for Baldwin. Up to Lang, too strong from the left block, Kurtz the rebound. Still a 10-point Baldwin lead with minute 15 left in the quarter. Pass to nobody in particular. Stolen by Smith. Riley will push the tempo up the floor from the left side. Lost her footing, and it's a trip on Anderson County. And that is the third on Addie Fudge. So the starting point guard for the Bulldogs of Anderson County has 3 first quarter fouls. Inbound to Neufeld. Nobody guards her. That's a dangerous proposition for the defense. They get away with it here, though. Toot with an offensive rebound, so another chance for Baldwin. Already 3 rebounds off of the bench for Carly Toot. Smith misfires, Fudge the rebound. She is still in there despite 3 fouls. So big roll of the dice here for Anderson County in the first quarter. Their starting point guard on the floor still with 3 fouls. .30 seconds to play in the quarter. Kurtz outside to Fudge. Nothing there. Wants the backdoor look to Disbrow. Save back into play. Gailey, rather, on that save. And now back over to the right wing with 12 seconds left in the quarter. Long possession here, and Bailey Smith eventually ends it with a steal. A breakaway chance for the sophomore Smith, and lays it in with 2 seconds to spare. And that is how the first quarter will end. The steal and the bucket by Bailey Smith makes it 18-6 Baldwin after 1 here on Baldwin Sports Live.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
Start of quarter number 2 here in Baldwin tonight. 18-6 lead for the Baldwin Bulldogs. And with the visiting Anderson County Bulldogs striking first in this game, but Baldwin did not waste time to get going, and now Riley Smith starts the second quarter with another Baldwin bucket to make it 20-6. Her sister Bailey Smith into the first quarter with a bucket on a steal, and it's now a 14-point lead for Baldwin. Foul committed here on the attempt by Caitlin Foltz. So Foltz will head to the free throw line as the foul is called on Isabel Harvey. That is her second and the team's third. 2 shots for Foltz. And a 23-point game in the season opener for Anderson County. Yet to score tonight, as all 6 points from Anderson County have come from one player so far, as they have yet to get anybody else involved. Kylie Disbrow has all 6 for them as Foltz goes 0 for 2 at the line. Baldwin turnover, just the third of the game for Baldwin. Anderson County had 7 turnovers in that first quarter. And now a foul on Reichard. her first, team's fourth. Marin Frost checks back in for Baldwin. Frost started this game. Came off the bench at the opener, got the start tonight. Already has a pair of threes in this game for Baldwin. Replaces Harvey with 7:16 to go in the quarter. And now it's Toot that commits a foul on the inbound pass. That is now 5 against the Baldwin Bulldogs. The first on Carly. Frost with the steal. And Frost is fouled by Kalina Edgecombe. Edgecombe, the first substitution, has come in for Anderson County, replacing Addie Fudge, who is on the bench now with 3 fouls, the starting point guard for Anderson County. So here's Frost at the free throw line. A season ago, Marin was just 33% at the line, and this was her first trip here in this season. The first attempt, no good. Here comes the second free throw from Frost, and does hit that one. So a 7-point first half from Frost makes it 21-6 with 7:11 to go until halftime. Double team on the sideline forces another Anderson County turnover. Reichert keeps it herself, fall the way in for the layup. 23-6 Baldwin. Right now the Baldwin pressure is certainly causing troubles for Anderson County. That is 9 turnovers now in this first half for Anderson County, and nearly a 10th right there as Carly Toot knocks it out of bounds. Baldwin forced Paola into 21 turnovers, but still lost that game on opening night. A 4-point loss for Baldwin on the road. Fultz double teamed. Out to Gailey. Underneath, off the hand of Fultz, Kurtz rather, and it's turned over. Reichert unable to hit. Toot has it blocked by Fultz. And a Baldwin foul near midcourt, their 6th, the second on Toot with 6:05 to go in the half. Emma Kate Lang checks back in for Baldwin. Junior replaces Toot after her second foul. And another Anderson County turnover. Neufeld racing the other way. With the right hand on the left side, Carly Neufeld lays it in, 25-6 Baldwin. More pressure. They have Fultz stopped. She finds Kurtz on the way to the basket. Missed the layup strong. Chased down by Gailey. From the baseline, no good. And Smith the rebound, and quickly back the other way comes Baldwin. Riley stops and pops from 10, misfiring. Controlled by Kurtz for Anderson County. Knocked away from behind. It was Neufeld that knocked it loose, and Reichert comes up with it for Baldwin. Reichert out to Frost, wide open left wing. It's online, but it spins out and rebounded by Edgecombe. 5 minutes to play in the half, 25-6 Baldwin. Gailey rather, from about 18 feet away, banks it in. First basket since the 2:20 mark of the first quarter for Anderson County. It makes it 25-8. Neufeld has it blocked from behind by Brooklyn Kurtz. Edgecombe sets it up for Anderson County. They have an awfully tough time with turnovers. 12 in the half, and another timeout taken by Anderson County. This time just a 30-second timeout taken by Anderson County with 4:31 left to play in this first half of action. 25-8 Baldwin on top of Anderson County. Baldwin City Chamber of Commerce wants to remind you that they are one of Santa's Choices at the North Pole for the mail drop this year. Mail your letters direct to Santa at 719 High Street. Open weekdays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Drop it off there at Baldwin City Chamber of Commerce to guarantee your letter is delivered to Santa on time this year. 4 minutes, 31 seconds left to play in the first half. Anderson County scored the first bucket of the game, but then Baldwin went on a 16-2 run to take control. They made it a double-digit lead at 14-4, and it has remained a double-digit lead ever since. Right now a 17-point advantage in their home opener for Baldwin. Alexis Overstreet in the game now for Anderson County, number 30. This is Fultz. Mid-range jumper won't go. Save back into Frost of Baldwin. So here comes Baldwin again. Bailey Smith has checked back in, as well as Emily Taylor has come off for the first time, number 33 in white. Neufeld called for a travel. Turns it over with 4:05 left in the half. A turnover on the inbound play, and that'll give Riley Smith an easy opportunity to score. 27-8 Baldwin. Neufeld guarding the ball to the backcourt. Baldwin doesn't want to foul. They would put Anderson County in the bonus on any fouls the rest of the way. There's another steal, though, for Smith. Trying to force it up through a double team. It's blocked out of bounds by Fultz. It does remain with Baldwin, as the Bulldogs of Baldwin have a chance to push the lead to 20 here on this possession now after a 14th turnover by Anderson County. Smith had Taylor open. That's where she was trying to send that ball. The bounce pass, trying to fit it through two defenders. Had Emily Taylor wide open on the right block. The ball ends up kicked out of bounds, so they'll have to reset on the inbound play. Lobbed up top to Neufeld. Smith inside to her older sister, Riley Smith. Trying to force that one up against Disbrow. It's knocked out of bounds again. Will stay with Baldwin. Now Smith in the corner. Disbrow clears it for Anderson County. 19-point lead for Baldwin. Good defense here by Bailey Smith. Nearly a 5-second call. There it is. Bailey Smith, excellent defense out of the perimeter, forces Alexis Overstreet into a 5-second call. That is the 15th Anderson County turnover of this first half. Smith can't get it after it's rejected by Disbrow on that drive. Good shot fake and drive by the sophomore Bailey Smith, but ran into the bigger defender down inside. And here she is again on that on-ball defense. Forced a 5-second call moments ago, and this time Overstreet gets rid of it. Over to Kurtz on the wing. Skips it back over to the right side to Gailey. Run a double team at her, knocked it loose, and Riley Smith comes up with the ball. Coast to coast she goes, and foul committed by Kylie Disbrow, and a free throw opportunity coming up for Riley Smith. 2 shots for the senior. Well, 2.5 minutes left in the second quarter. It's Riley Smith at the free throw line for Baldwin. Try to push this lead up to 20. Will not get the first. Toot and Reichard back in for Baldwin. One of 2 for Riley Smith, who has 5 first-half points. And that does make it a 20-point lead for Baldwin. Smith checks out. Isabel Harvey back in. 2.5 to go in the quarter. It's 28-8 Baldwin. Numbers chance for Anderson County. Fultz peels off, and now they set it up in the half court. Baldwin has made life tough down here on this end of the floor for Anderson County in this game. Only 8 points on the board. Shot off the mark. Neufeld the rebound. Carly pushes it up. Backside finds Bailey Smith. Over to Reichert. Wanted Neufeld in the short corner, but had it deflected and stolen back by Anderson County. Bailey Smith with a steal for Baldwin. Rejected out of bounds. It stays with Baldwin. Another blocked shot by Kylie Disbrow, who's had several block shots already in this first half. Well, Neufeld to inbound in the corner to Toot. Back it comes to the inbounder, Neufeld. Harvey out to Reichert on the drive after the shot fake. Knocked to the floor, but doesn't draw the call, doesn't get the bucket to go. Kurtz the rebound for Anderson County. It stays a 20-point lead, and now an offensive foul on Alexis Overstreet, as she has had enough of Bailey Smith here in this game. Bailey Smith has done an excellent job with the on-ball defense. Frustration foul there by Overstreet, her first, and the team's fifth foul, or make that sixth rather, on the team with a minute 15 left to play in the half. Toot going baseline and stepped on the baseline. Gives it back over to Anderson County with 1:06 to play in a half. Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show coming up. I'll recap this first half for you, run down all the first half numbers and leaders. Take a look at the Baldwin Sports Update as well. Check in on the wrestling programs. Timeout, Anderson County. The third timeout they have used in this first half, as they have to use one here to try and avoid a 10-second call. With just 57 seconds left in the half, it remains 28-8 in favor of Baldwin. Baldwin Sports Live brought to you in part by Rice Precision Manufacturing, who is hiring. They're a family-owned company in Baldwin City and in Houston, Texas. They're a fast-growing company that services many different industries, from food processing to heavy and light industrial, oil and gas, and many more, with state-of-the-art machine tools and a great work environment with excellent pay and competitive benefits. Inquire about a job with Rice Precision Manufacturing with an email to jobs@riceprecision.com. Tell them you heard that they were looking on Baldwin Sports Live for somebody to help them out and join their team. 57 seconds left to go in this first half. It's a 20-point Baldwin lead. They have forced 17 turnovers out of Anderson County in this first half. Twice as many turnovers as points for Anderson County, and add another one. Reichert up top with 30 seconds left in the half. Neufeld, nowhere to go on the baseline, out to Harvey. Inside Reichert. And Smith got going a little bit too fast on the catch. And that is the 7th Baldwin turnover, as Frost and Riley Smith check back in for Baldwin. Just 20 seconds remains in the half. Baldwin closed out the first quarter with a turnover leading to a late layup. See if they can do it again here to close out quarter number 2. That should be against Gailey, and it is. 17th foul, but with team control, no free throws, as Gailey stepped in with an illegal screen there, trying to peel Neufeld off of the ball handler. 16 seconds left now in the half. Baldwin should have a chance at the final shot now. Riley Smith all the way to the basket, missed the layup though. 6 seconds to spare for Kurtz. Now 2 seconds, and it will count if it goes, but it's short, and that will end the first half. 28-8 Baldwin with a 20-point lead at halftime as they dominate the opening half of this one. We'll take timeout and coming back with the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show right after this on Baldwin Sports Live.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it. With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846. Serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
When choosing a bank, wouldn't you prefer doing business with a local institution with years of commitment to our community? That's Baldwin State Bank. For more than 100 years, we've been providing products and services specifically tailored to our friends in Baldwin City. Whether it's a free checking account, savings for retirement, or your next loan, we'll be here. Because our roots are here. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome into the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. We have reached halftime of game one of our doubleheader tonight, and it is a 28-8 halftime lead for the Baldwin Bulldogs on top of the Anderson County Bulldogs. Halftime show brought to you by your Farm Bureau Financial Services agent in Baldwin City, Kelly Neufeld, there to help you protect what matters most. That's Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting and see how Kelly and his team can help you achieve your financial goals, both present and future. I would say that Baldwin successfully achieved some of Bob Martin's goals for his team in that first half, especially on the defensive end, as they hold Anderson County to just 8 first-half points, only 2 points in the second quarter for Anderson County, as they went the final 10-24 of this first half, scoring just 1 basket. In 18 turnovers forced in the first half by Baldwin. It was Anderson County that scored first, and way back in the opening 90 seconds of the ball game. But Baldwin then answered with a 16-2 run to take control. They took a double-digit lead for the first time at 14-4, and it has never been less than 10 since then. It went to 16-4, then 16-6 before another 9-0 run by Baldwin pushed the lead up to 25-6, and then it reached 20 points for the first time with 2.5 minutes to go in that first half on a Riley Smith free throw that made it 28-8, and that's where we still stand. So offensively, the Bulldogs had a few droughts in there. They opened up the game going nearly 2 minutes without scoring, and then they had a 2-minute drought, 2-minute and 40-second drought without scoring to close out the first quarter before the Bailey Smith steal and lay-in. And then again, they go 2 minutes and 30 seconds without scoring to close out the first half of this ball game. So a few droughts there on the offensive end of the floor, but all in all, pretty successful first half for the Baldwin Bulldogs as they lead it by 20. No ties, just the one lead change in that first half, and it is a 28-8 Baldwin lead here at the break. More of the first half numbers for you coming up here on the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show right after this word from Farm Bureau Financial Services.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face to face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
28-8, Baldwin on top of Anderson County here at the half on the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. Some of the first half numbers for you. Baldwin a little better rebounding this game. They were out-rebounded by 16 in their opener against Paola. They are a -3 right now, a 16-13 edge for Anderson County on the glass, but it's a closer margin at least this time around for Baldwin. They have made up with it, though, by a couple of things. One, three-point shooting. Right now, Baldwin a +12 from beyond the arc. 4 threes for the Baldwin Bulldogs, no threes for Anderson County. And then, of course, turnovers. 18 first-half turnovers by Anderson County. Baldwin had just 7, so a +11 margin in turnovers. That's going to help you win a lot of ball games there as well. Baldwin with 5 assists on their 11 first-half field goals. Anderson County 2 assists on their 4 first-half field goals. Leading the way for Anderson County is Kylie Disbrow with 6 first-half points, 2 from Brooke Gailey, and that is it for the scoring column. Brooklyn Kurtz, the team's leading rebounder, with 7 first-half boards, 3 from Brooke Gailey, and 1 assist apiece from Brooklyn Kurtz and Addie Fudge on the assist line there for Anderson County. For Baldwin, leading scorer in the first half was Alyssa Reichard. 8 first-half points, including a couple of three-pointers for Reichard. Marin Frost, 7 points as she got the start in this ball game. Came off of the bench in the opener, but a start tonight, and she made the most of that with a 7-point first half from Marin Frost. Also in the scoring column, Carly Neufeld with 4, Emma Kate Lang with 2, and Riley Smith with 5, Bailey Smith with 2. Leading rebounder in the first half was Carly Toot with 4. Came off of the bench to lead the team in rebounding, and Riley Smith leads the team with 2 assists in that first half. It's 28-8, Baldwin on top here at the break as we head off to the second half here tonight in Baldwin. It's the home opener for the Baldwin Bulldogs, and they have a 20-point lead here at the break. 28-8, Baldwin on top of Anderson County. You've been watching the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. Second half starts right after this.
At Family Medicine of Baldwin City, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education, ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 785-594-2512 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Baldwin City, your partner for lifelong health.
Morningstar Care Homes is looking for the next members of their team of compassionate caregivers. If you're a certified nurse's aide or medication aide or interested in becoming certified with company reimbursement, apply today and join the locally owned care team at Morningstar Care Homes, offering paid leave, health, dental, and vision insurance and a low 5-to-1 patient-to-caregiver ratio. Apply online at morningstarcarehomes.com/careers or call 785-594-2603. Positions available in Baldwin City, Ottawa, Fredonia, and Neodesha.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
We head off to the second half here tonight in Baldwin. A 28-8 Baldwin lead on top of Anderson County. A quick update for you here to finish out our Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. A Baldwin wrestling update for you. The Baldwin girls wrestling team won the Burlington Lady Cats dual tournament to start the year. 5-0 day for Baldwin. They defeated Burlington 42-30 in the championship duel. So a good start for the Baldwin girls on the wrestling mat, and we will have their dual tournament right here on Baldwin Sports Live for you coming up on Saturday. It starts around 10 a.m. on Saturday, coverage beginning shortly before 10 a.m. right here on Baldwin Sports Live for the girls wrestling dual tournament here in Baldwin on Saturday. The boys also open up the year well with a good showing there in Burlington. They went 4-0, setting up a championship match against May South, lost that one, so finished 4-1 on the day. And lost in the championship match to May South to finish second overall. They have a home dual tournament coming up on Friday evening this week starting at 4:30. So we are underway now, second half. Baldwin and Anderson County. It's been all Baldwin so far in this one. A 20-point lead and an early foul committed by Carly Neufeld to start the second half. Her first personal foul of the game with 7:48 left to go in the third. Nobody in too terrible a foul trouble for Baldwin. 2 apiece for Toot and Harvey. For Anderson County, Addie Fudge, who has it right now, has 3. And now Harvey has 3. So just as I say, nobody in terrible foul trouble. Now we've got one with 3, and that is Isabel Harvey. She will stay on the floor here with 7:38 left in the third quarter. So 2 quick team fouls to start the second half for Baldwin. $18 turnovers forced in the first half. See if they can keep that up in the second half. There's one more. Dribble out of bounds by Gailey. And they give it up to Baldwin. 20-point lead. Largest of the game it's been for Baldwin. Going to add to it here on their first possession of the second half. Nice pass inside. Frost sets up Isabel Harvey for the bucket. And it's 30-8 Baldwin. 7:06 to go. Third quarter. Trap on the sideline. Tough spot to be in for Kurtz. Able to get rid of the ball to Fultz. Now Fudge. Foul line jumper off right iron. Neufeld. The rebound for Baldwin. Neufeld lobs it up in stride to Riley Smith for the layup. Nice pass by Neufeld and the finish by Smith. 32-8 Baldwin. Deflection and a steal in the backcourt. Out to Frost. Passes underneath to Reichard. Got it back. Alyssa wraps it around to Harvey. She missed it. And Kurtz eventually clears for Anderson County. I like the passing right there. A couple of unselfish passes setting up teammates for good looks. But unfortunately, Baldwin comes up empty. They are still comfortably in front at 32-8. Elbow jumper on the way off the back iron. Rattles a couple of times up there, but Neufeld clears for Baldwin. Carly travels. And just 4 points so far tonight for Neufeld after a big 24-point night against Paola this past Friday. Edgecombe checks out of the game for Anderson County. They have Fultz, Kurtz, Fudge, Gailey, and Disbrow on the floor right now. It's Smith, Neufeld, Harvey, Frost, and Reichard for Baldwin. Still just 8 points on the board for Anderson County. They have scored just 2 points since the 2:24 mark of the first quarter. Smith sets up Frost, drew the attention of the defense to give Frost a wide open look. Marin can't knock down that tray. She hit 2 back in the first half. And now Harvey picks up her 4th foul after the rebound there by Fudge. So Isabel will head to the bench, and Bob Martin will take a timeout as well. So with 5:23 left to play in the third quarter, it's a timeout used by Baldwin, their first, just a 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it right here with 5:23 left to play in the third. Coming up following the conclusion of this girls game, we'll run down all the final numbers for you, and then shift gears to game 2 of our doubleheader tonight as the Baldwin boys host Anderson County. Coming up in game 2 of our doubleheader tonight. If you find a play you like, text Baldwin to 816-406-0051. As Baldwin Sports Live has partnered with EZ Relic to give our viewers a chance to capture every moment of every game. Get every highlight sent right to your phone by texting Baldwin to 816-406-0051. And it is free. Message and data rates apply if it have to pay for that, but the service itself from EZ Relic is free. If you see a play you like, text that number to, or text Baldwin to that number there, 816-406-0051. They'll send you the clip of that latest play that just happened. 32-8, Baldwin on top. It was a 2-0 lead for Anderson County, but Riker to answer with a 3 on the ensuing possession, and it has been Baldwin ever since. The only lead change we've had tonight. Smith is fouled away in by Fudge, and that is now 4 on Addie Fudge. So it will put Riley Smith at the free throw line with 4:51 left to play in the third quarter. Smith's made one trip to the line tonight, went 1 for 2, and another miss here as Fudge checks out after her 4th foul, and in comes Alexis Overstreet again. 1 of 2 at the line for Riley Smith. 8 points, makes it 33-8 Baldwin. 4:50 left to play in the third. Going on over 14 minutes now that Anderson County has scored just 2 points. Smith is going to head back to the line again, as this time it's Alexis Overstreet who fouls her. So 2 more free throws coming up for Riley Smith. Just 2 for 4 at the line. The team is only 3 of 6 so far. This time Smith able to knock them both down. So continues to extend that Baldwin lead, now 35-8, as Smith is the first player into double figures tonight with 10. Got a 27-point Baldwin lead here in their home opener. Foul on Marin Frost. Team's 4th, Marin's 1st. The Baldwin defensive pressure has been just too much tonight for Anderson County. 22 turnovers out of Anderson County in this game. Baldwin has turned it over just 8 times. You're not going to be in many games, let alone win games with that kind of a turnover differential. And there's another one on a backcourt violation. Lang and Bailey Smith check back in for Baldwin. And in for Anderson County comes Scalina Edgecombe. A brief 2-0 lead is all the bright spot has been for Anderson County tonight. 16-2 run to answer by Baldwin. They have led and controlled ever since. The corner 3 from Neufeld is off the mark and rebounded by Edgecombe. Midway through the third quarter. Anderson County yet to score in this second half. It is a 7-0 advantage in this third quarter for Baldwin, and this one's going to stay with Anderson County. It was deflected by Baldwin. Kurtz, good look, finally gets Anderson County on the board here in this second half. Her first basket of the game. 35-10, but Baldwin quickly answers with 2 right back the other way. Carly Neufeld makes it 37-10 with 3:20 to go in the third. That's a double dribble. Fudge set to return for Anderson County. She does have 4 fouls, but at this point, why not? Bring your starting point guard back in there, down 27 with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Two with the drive and kick. Neufeld whips it around the perimeter. Bailey Smith had it partially blocked. Toot able to stay with it initially, then lost her footing and the basketball as it goes out of bounds. Back over to Anderson County. Caitlin Fultz gives it up to Fudge. Fultz had 23 in the opener, but yet to score in the second outing of the year for Anderson County. It has been a tough go for everybody offensively. Smith out there guarding Fudge. Now Bailey Smith looking to find an opening to reach in and take that ball away. Inside it goes to Disbrow, who is short, and rebounded by Riley Smith. Out to Neufeld. 15-footer from Riley swishes through. On the assist from Bailey Smith, and it's 39-10 with a minute 48 left to play in the third. Knocked free momentarily by Smith. Up top to Kurtz underneath Disbrow. Good positioning inside. And she banks it in for Anderson County, 39-12. And Neufeld, like they have done pretty much every time Anderson County has scored, Baldwin has come right back down and immediately answered. This time they answer with a 3. Neufeld's first of the game after knocking down 4 trays in the opener. She has 9. And Baldwin up by 30 now, their largest lead of the game at 42-12. An answering 3 on the board for Brooklyn Kurtz. First 3-pointer of the game for Anderson County. 40 seconds left in the third. Riley Smith, how about an answer? Nope, popped in and out. And rebounded by Fudge for Anderson County. Out of the final 30 seconds of the third quarter. Kurtz going to try another 3-pointer from that same spot. Carly Toot collects her 6th rebound. And Baldwin's back at it. Toot for 3. Disbrow the rebound. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Fultz, elbow jumper, halfway down, but popped out. Neufeld the rebound, and that is the end of the quarter. 42-15, Baldwin after 3 here on Baldwin Sports Live.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
Start of the fourth quarter in Baldwin tonight, 42-15. The Baldwin Bulldogs on top of the visiting Anderson County Bulldogs. Been all Baldwin in this one. No ties, just one lead change after an early 2-0 lead for Anderson County. Alyssa Reichert answered with a 3 to put Baldwin up 3-2, and they have led ever since. And now 3 more on the board as Marin Frost knocks down her third three-pointer of the game. Baldwin has hit 6 threes now, and they lead 45-15. Frost with 10, 1 of 2 into double figures now for Baldwin. Reichert with that rebound. Out to Neufeld. Wanted to go back to Reichert, deflected away by Kurtz rather, lashed off of Neufeld, so it goes back over to Anderson County on the 10th Baldwin turnover of the game. But they have forced 24 the other way. 7 minutes left to play. Baldwin on their way to even their record, back up at 1-1 as Frost steps in front for another Baldwin steal, leads to another easy deuce, and it's 47-15 Bulldogs of Baldwin. Baseline jumper by Kurtz, an air ball that Disbrow brought in on the backside, but she's unable to get the second chance bucket to go. Carly Toot pulls down her team leading 7th rebound for Baldwin. Frost again has had a nice night and continues to add to it. So Marin Frost was shut out in the season opener. Baldwin had 0 bench points in their season opener. Frost in this game started, so it won't count as bench points. She was one of the players off of the bench in that season opener, but she has definitely added a nice scoring punch in this game. 15 now from Marin Frost to lead the way for Baldwin as she extends the Baldwin lead to 50-15 with 6:22 left to go in the fourth quarter. Again, if you want to see a play like that, Marin Frost 3 again after it happens, text 816-406-0051. Text Baldwin to that number, 816-406-0051. Baldwin Sports Live partnered with EZ Relic to let our fans capture every big moment from every game. Baldwin to 816-406-0051. 50-15, all Baldwin in this one. 6:22 to go. Foul committed by Alexandria McBride, who is in there for the first time this year, and McBride commits the foul. Emily Taylor has come on again for Baldwin, and also in for the first time is Samantha Scraper, number 0 for the Bulldogs. She is joined out there by Bailey Smith and Isabel Harvey. 6 minutes to go. Mid-range jumper dropped in by Caitlin Fultz. That is her first basket of the game after having 23 points in the Anderson County season opening win against Iola. That ball last touched by Harvey of Baldwin, so a Baldwin turnover gives it back over to Anderson County with 5.5 minutes to go and the clock running now with the margin where it is at 50-17. Big Baldwin lead here in the fourth quarter. Inside to Disbrow. And sandwiched between defenders, unable to hit McBride. The rebound for Baldwin. Nothing there for Smith. Work it back around to McBride. Bounce inside to Taylor, who gets hacked on the arm by Disbrow. And a couple of free throws coming up for senior Emily Taylor. Did not play in the opener at Paola last year. Played in 2 ball games. Baldwin will be back on the road Friday to take on Burlington. And then they return home next week for a pair of home games. Tuesday hosting Lewisburg and Friday hosting Spring Hill. 0 for 2 for Taylor. Remains a 50-17 Baldwin lead. Closing minutes of this fourth quarter. Boys game still to come tonight right here. Check out BaldwinSportsLive.com for the full broadcast schedule of basketball wrestling action here this winter. Miss Brown unable to bank that one in, and another rebound for McBride. Gives it up to Smith, now out to Scraper and Harvey in the corner. Trying to slip it into Taylor, deflected out of bounds. It should stay with Baldwin and does, as Emma Kate Lang returns for Baldwin, replacing Isabel Harvey. 3:20 left. Smith off of the Taylor screen. Has it denied by Anderson County once again inside. Conley Disbrow with the rejection. 3 minutes to play. Kurtz backs down, sends it back over to Fultz on the elbow. Picked up in the paint. Disbrow scores it, and a chance at a three-point play. Well, the foul on Samantha Scraper. It's her first and the team's sixth. The foul shot is no good, and last touched by Anderson County. So Baldwin hits it back up by 31 with a little more than 2 minutes to go. Lang's pass off the hand of Taylor, and Scraper unable to keep it in play on the baseline. A turnover back over to Anderson County. The final couple of minutes tick off the clock here at Baldwin High School tonight. The boys game coming up right after this one. We'll get you all the final numbers from this Baldwin girls victory and then set the table for the boys game. Pass inside, stolen away by Taylor. Long pass up to Smith, and Bailey can't run it down in time. Backdoor cut inside to Fudge off the bottom side of the rim. Lang the rebound. 1 minute left to play in the fourth. Lang travels in the backcourt. Anderson County on the road again later this week. They visit Lewisburg. They host Osawatomie next week to close out their pre-Christmas schedule. Taylor almost able to force another turnover. Landed out of bounds as she jumped in front of that entry pass. Clock continues to wind underneath of 25 seconds to go. Inbound play, unable to work for Anderson County, but they do have a second chance coming of it. Down to 6 seconds. Another Baldwin steal, and that is how this one ends with the 27th forced turnover of the game. And the Baldwin Bulldogs pick up a win, 50-19. The final, Baldwin improving to 1-0, and Anderson County dropping to 1-1 after tonight. We'll take a timeout, come back, get you all the final numbers from this one, and then switch gears to the boys' game. It's a final. The Baldwin girls winners over Anderson County in their home opener tonight, 50-19. The final here on Baldwin Sports Live.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846. Serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being part of the community we serve. Our roots run deep in Baldwin City, and our commitment runs deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home, or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we're here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for more than 100 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
Welcome back to the Baldwin Sports Live post-game show for our first game of tonight's doubleheader as the Baldwin girls pick up a victory here in their home opener over Anderson County. Final score, Baldwin 50, Anderson County 19, as it is now 18 straight wins since 2007 for Baldwin over Anderson County. They have no troubles in this one tonight. Anderson County scored the first basket of the game to go up 2-0, but a 16-2 run by Baldwin gave Baldwin a comfortable lead that they would never give up. They went up by double digits at 14-4, and they never trailed by or never led by fewer than 10 points the rest of the way, as they led by as many as 35 at one point, 50-15, and lead all the way after that. No ties, just the one lead change, and Baldwin 1-1 of the year after a 50-19 win over Anderson County, and Anderson County drops to 1-1 as well with the loss. For Baldwin, they will be back at it on Friday with a visit to Burlington, and then 2 home games next week, Lewisburg and Spring Hill, to close out the ball games before the Christmas break. A few final numbers for you. Anderson County tonight led in scoring by County Disbrow with 10, the only double-digit scorer for them. The rest of their scoring, Caitlin Fultz had 2, Brooklyn Kurtz with 5, and Brooke Gailey with 2. Leading rebounder was Brooklyn Kurtz, 8 boards for her, 4 from Kylie Disbrow, 5 from Addie Fudge. And the leading assist player for them was Kurtz and Disbrow, who each had 2 assists. For the Baldwin Bulldogs, 2 players in double figures tonight, led by Marin Frost with a team-high 15 points, including 4 3-pointers. The 15 points just one shy of her career high in this game tonight. So big game from Frost. 12 points from Riley Smith. First game this year into double figures for her. 27th time in her career out of 46 games she has scored double figures. Rest of the scoring for Baldwin, Carly Neufeld with 9, Emma Kate Lang with 2, Alyssa Reichard with 8, Isabel Harvey with 2, and Bailey Smith with 2. The Baldwin leading rebounder tonight was Carly Toot, who had 7 rebounds in this contest. Carly Neufeld pulled down 5 boards. Riley Smith added 4. And in the assist department tonight, Frost, Neufeld, and Smith, each, and both Smiths, in fact, Riley and Bailey Smith, all 4 of them had 2 assists apiece to lead Baldwin as they win this one tonight, 50-19, and improve to 1-1. Back of the air for the Baldwin girls coming up on Friday this week. 6 o'clock tip down in Burlington. We'll have the game for you right here on Baldwin Sports Live on the air around 5:40. And that's going to wrap it up now for game 1 of our doubleheader. We will switch gears over to the boys' game, and that is set to tip here, and you can see in about 11 minutes from now, Baldwin and Anderson County coming up on the boys' side. We'll set the table and take a look at that matchup coming up right after this. You're watching Baldwin High School basketball on Baldwin Sports Live.
Morningstar Care Homes is looking for the next members of their team of compassionate caregivers. If you're a certified nurse's aide or medication aide or interested in becoming certified with company reimbursement, apply today and join the locally owned care team at Morningstar Care Homes, offering paid leave, health, dental, and vision insurance and a low 5-to-1 patient-to-caregiver ratio. Apply online at morningstarcarehomes.com/careers or call 785-594-2603. Positions available in Baldwin City, Ottawa, Fredonia, and Neodesha.
At Family Medicine of Baldwin City, you'll find incredible care close to home, a friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education, ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 785-594-2512 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Baldwin City, your partner for lifelong health. Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Baldwin Sports Live pregame show for Game 2 of our doubleheader tonight. The 1-0 Anderson County Bulldogs are the 0-1 Baldwin Bulldogs in our boys contest. Coming up here shortly on Baldwin Sports Live. Let's take a look at our matchup for you. The Anderson County Bulldogs out of the Pioneer League in Garnett, Kansas, won their opener on Friday, 43-31 over Iola. And they have started out 1-0 this season, looking to make it a 2-0 start for what would be the first time in quite some time for Anderson County. They had one back in, I think it was 2018, but other than that, they have not had many 2-0 starts in recent history for this Anderson County program. But they have size, there's no doubt about that. They feature a 6'8 senior, second-team All-League last year, Reese Katzer, double-double against Baldwin in last year's game, 10 points, 10 boards in what was an Anderson County 54-47 victory over the Baldwin Bulldogs. So look for Katzer to play a big role in this game against a Baldwin team that struggled on the glass in the opener against a Paola team that out-rebounded Baldwin 29-14. Anderson County, not only do they have the 6'8 Katzer, but they have 4 guys in this lineup that are over 6'4" tall. So a pretty tall lineup, one of the taller 3A lineups you'll see, and Baldwin will certainly be challenged when it comes to that height. The leading scorer for them against Baldwin last year was Reese Jarrett. Not one of those 6'4 plus guys, but he's not a short guy by any stretch either. 6'2 senior Reese Jarrett had 17 against Baldwin last year. He had 12 in the season opening win against Iola for Anderson County, which was their top scorer in that game. Derek Rockers, also another senior on this Anderson County team that had a good game against Baldwin last year with a dozen points and 6 boards. So an Anderson County team that is big, they're pretty deep, and we will see if that poses some challenges to Baldwin, which is kind of the same scouting report that Paola had, a big, deep team, and it did cause some troubles for Baldwin in the Bulldogs season opener, a game that they trailed by just 7 at the half, but were outscored 37-27 in the second half, got out-rebounded in that game 29-14. A lot of second chance opportunities for Paola as the Panthers won their 12th game in the last 13 tries against Baldwin. It was certainly not without an effort from Caleb Carr, as Carr started his junior season with a bang, 32 points in that game on Friday night last week for Baldwin. He had 32 of the Bulldogs' 49 points in the game. So we'll see what Carr has in store for an encore to his huge season opener. And we'll see if they get some more help tonight, some more distribution of the scoring, as it was Carr with 32 and Mahaffey with 10. Those two, 42 of the 49 for Baldwin. Can they develop another scoring threat behind those two guys? We'll see if they can find that tonight in this game against Anderson County. Take a timeout. We'll continue with a little more look at this matchup for you as we get set for the tip coming up here shortly between Baldwin and Anderson County. You're watching Baldwin High School basketball on Baldwin Sports Live.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
Getting set for Baldwin and Anderson County coming up here on Baldwin Sports Live tonight, as the Baldwin Bulldogs are hoping to avoid an 0-2 start. They have had some tough win-loss records over the last several seasons, but Baldwin has always found a way to pick up a win or two early on in the season, it seems like. And last year was their season opener. They defeated Paola before eventually finishing just 2-19 a season ago, and that included a 7-point loss on the road at Anderson County last year. In fact, almost 1 year to the day. It was December 8th last season when they lost by 7 at Anderson County. So hoping for a little revenge from that game and a chance to get in the win column here before the Christmas break, with 3 more chances coming up after tonight, as Baldwin will visit Burlington coming up Friday night this week and then back home next week to take on Lewisburg and Spring Hill. But this matchup since 2006, Baldwin has the edge 14-5 over Anderson County, but recently it's been Anderson County that has had the better of their opposite Bulldogs. It is 4 straight wins for Anderson County over Baldwin. Baldwin has had won 14 of 15 from 2006 through 2017, but since then it is 4 in a row for Anderson County, and 5 of the last 6. 2017, the last time Baldwin picked up a win over Anderson County. So we'll see if they can get back in the win column here tonight and improve to 1-1 before hitting the road again to take on Burlington coming up on Friday night. We'll take a look at the starting lineups for you and the opening tip just moments away. Coming up right after this, you've been watching the Baldwin Sports Live pregame show. The boys' game starts next on Baldwin Sports Live.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it. With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846. Serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups as we get set for Baldwin and Anderson County. For the visitors from Garnett, Kansas, Anderson County, Derek Rockers, a 5'11 senior, number 5. Kyle Belcher is a 6'2 senior, number 11. Reese Katzer, the 6'8 senior, second team All Pioneer League last year. 14 points per game average a year ago for Katzer, had a double-double against Baldwin. Reese Jarrett, 6'2 senior, number 35, led Anderson County in scoring in their opener with 12. And Shaylin Pine, a 6'5 senior, number 45, rounds out the starting lineup for Anderson County. Head coach is Daniel Ray, assisted by Ricky Rios and Brian Johnston. For the Baldwin Bulldogs tonight, same starters that they had in their opener. Joey Zimbecki, a 5'8 sophomore, number 5 for the Bulldogs, had 3 points in the opener. Caleb Carr, 5'10 junior, huge opening night, 32-point effort against Paola. Cole Mahaffey, a 6'4 senior, number 22, second leading scorer in that opener with 10. Sam Darnell, a 6'4 junior, number 25 for the Bulldogs, had 2 in the opener. And Devin Prather, a 5'11 senior, number 33, also had 2 points in that opener for Baldwin. The head coach is Don Blanchett, assisted by Pete Carr, Johnny McDermott, and Levi Watts. Baldwin 0-1, Anderson County 1-0 as we now get set for our opening tip tonight. And the opening tip-off is brought to you by Baldwin City Recreation Commission. And they are getting set for the 2022 Jingle Bell Rock Hunt. And that hunt begins tomorrow, December 8th, with the release of the very first clue. And then starting tomorrow and every day through December 19th, a new clue will be revealed. But you have to follow Baldwin City Rec on Facebook and Instagram to receive those clues that will lead you to the Jingle Bell Rock. If you find the rock, take it to BCRC and collect $300 cash from Baldwin City Recreation Commission. Join the hunt for the Jingle Bell Rock. All righty, let's do it. Baldwin and Anderson County. Tip-off moments away here in Baldwin tonight. Glad you're with us on Baldwin Sports Live. I'm Bryce Kessler along with Charles Reynolds on the camera for us tonight. And here we go. Mahaffey and Katzer as we are underway. And Anderson County controls tonight's opening tip. A big team. Baldwin had some struggles with the size of Paola. Baldwin not a particularly big team. So we'll see if they can overcome the size disadvantages in this game tonight. Inside they go. Pine kicking it out into the corner for Rockers. Airball 3, but a stick back from Shaylin Pine. And already a second chance bucket for Anderson County. And if you take a look out there and you see 45 in red, and you say, man, that dude looks like a football lineman. Well, he's a Division I football lineman, signed to play at Central Arkansas for football. So he is a big, strong dude down low and already making an impact with an offensive rebound and a putback to put Anderson County up by 2 in the opening minute. Mahaffey on the drive, cannot finish past Jarrett. Rebounded by Pine, and back comes Anderson County. Jarrett, shot fake, drive, floater, missed it. Tap back out though. Jarrett gives him a second chance. It's Katzer from the outside, the big man with a 3, the 6'8 senior unable to drop the 3 though, and Zimbecki clears it for Baldwin. Darnell shuffled the feet and traveled. Maybe we'd like to see Darnell just go ahead and take that up, and that's what Don Blanchett is telling him. Baldwin head coach signaling out there to Sam Darnell to shoot that wide open 15-footer. Instead, it's a Baldwin turnover with 6.5 to go in the quarter. 2-0 lead for Anderson County. Inside, Katzer doubled. And they fall out of the double team as Katzer backs it away. A little isolation with Mahaffey. Up top it goes. Belcher swishes in a 3, and Anderson County extends the lead to 5-0. And an offensive foul called on Caleb Carr. A little push-off. Will tag Carr with his first foul of the game. And the first team foul with 6:07 to go in the quarter. And a 5-0 Anderson County lead on the road. 12-point opening night victory for Anderson County. A 17-point opening night loss for Baldwin to start out their years. Jarrett drive, dish to Pine on the left side with the left hand. Count it for him, and that is a 7-0 lead for Anderson County. Baldwin needing a bucket now. Trying to stem the tide here a little bit in this early run from Anderson County. Zimbecki stops just inside of the foul line, rims out for him, and rebounded by Rockers. Knocked out by Carr. He was pesky defensively against Paola as well. Kind of quick hands. Anderson County with the lead 7-0. 5:20 left to go first quarter. That's Zimbecki with the deflection. Carr diving out of the floor. And a charge, it should be, it is. That is on Derek Rockers. Good job by Sam Darnell. Sacrifices the body to take the hit from Rockers and turn it over, send it the other way. As both teams have now been hit with an offensive foul in the opening minutes. 5:12 to go in the quarter. 7-0 Anderson County. Darnell gives to Carr. Caleb pulls up mid-range, rattles out. Rockers pushes it back up after the rebound for Anderson County. Jarrett top of the key. A dozen to lead Anderson County in their season opening win. Works the spin, now kicks it out. The lefty Rockers lines up a three off the heel. Another offensive rebound for Pine. Out to Jarrett's for three. Nope, and Carr the rebound. Long pass up to Prather. Allowed the defender to run by, and Devin Prather scores the first points of the game for Baldwin. Took him 3 minutes and 37 seconds to do it, but Baldwin on the board, trailing 7-2. Rockers dish to Pine and scores it past Mahaffey. Already a half dozen for Shaylin Pine with 4 minutes left to go in the quarter. And it's 9-2 Anderson County. Carr on the drive, slips through two defenders and lays it up with a right hand on the left side. 9-4. Mid-range pull up by Belcher won't go. Good positioning by Cole Mahaffey to haul in the rebound for Baldwin. Again on the attack, Carr. Into the corner, Mahaffey all alone for three, won't go. Pine clears it for his fourth rebound already. Five-point lead for Anderson County on the road. Inside Jarrett. Spinning to his left, runs into Darnell. Pretty good defense initially, and Darnell may have hacked down a little bit at the end, but that's a pretty good job really by Sam Darnell. He is unfortunately whistled for the foul. And it puts Reese Jarrett at the free throw line. Caden Englert checks in for Baldwin. Englert replaces Prather. And Anderson County goes to Caden Register off of their bench. He enters into the lineup for Shaylin Pine. So here's the second free throw now for Jarrett, and he is good that time. His first point of this ball game as he goes 1 of 2 at the line and makes it 10-4 in favor of Anderson County with 3:15 left to play in the opening quarter. Carr, nice bounce pass inside of Darnell. Good job pinning Register on his up hip that time. And the bounce pass in by Carr sets it up, make it 10-6. 3 minutes left to play in the first. Katzer almost struck the pivot foot. Comes back out to Rockers. Register doubled. Out it goes to Rockers for three, and he drains it. Rockers had a dozen last year in the win for Anderson County over Baldwin. First bucket there makes it 13-6. Second chance for Carr. Gets it to go. 13-8, 2:25 left. A quick answer back the other way. Rockers missed it initially. Cats are there to clean it up on another putback for Anderson County. 2:18 to go. 15-8 Anderson County. Carr on the drive, slips it to Darnell, fumbled out of bounds, but it was last touched by Register of Anderson County. Pine returns, and in for the first time for Anderson County comes Preston Kaiser. Ian Rimmer enters for the first time for Baldwin. (15-8) lead Anderson County on top of Baldwin. Mahaffey on the angle. Floats it up and gets the roll. Under 2 to go in the first quarter, and it's 15-10 Baldwin. Ian Rimmer on the baseline, able to come up with the steal. It's the second turnover for Anderson County. Baldwin has just 2 as well. Both teams pretty clean early on in this one. A little more than 90 seconds left to go in the quarter. Mahaffey off the dribble, pull up 3 off the heel. Long rebound back out to Katzer. Minute 20 left to go in the quarter. A 5-point lead on the road for Anderson County. Rockers floats it up, underhand shot with the left hand, and Pine another offensive rebound. This time can't finish on the putback though. Mahaffey clears it. Here comes Baldwin. And Cole lost it out of bounds. Devin Prather back in for Baldwin. Sam Darnell will check out with 1:08 to go in the quarter and a 15-10 Anderson County lead. Belcher working against Rimmer. Inside Pine, trying to muscle his way inside. Can't finish over Prather. Foul committed in the backcourt by Rockers. That is his second. A tough spot to pick up your second foul in the quarter. He'll head to the bench as Register returns along with Reese Jarrett. Baldwin brings Caden Englert back in. Joins in Becky also. Under a minute left to go in the quarter. Carr, foul line, pull up. And Belcher skies for the rebound to Anderson County. Deep 3. Ill-advised shot there. Got away with it almost because it was nearly Register on the rebound. Instead, though, Carr coming the other way. Prather saved it. Carr all the way to the rack. Missing. Prather able to get rid of it before traveling. Mahaffey scores. Good hustle play on both ends of the floor by Devin Prather to help set up the 2 points there for Baldwin with 16 seconds left in the quarter. Off the side of the backboard is that shot from Kaiser. Inside to Pine as they kept it alive, and Shaylin Pine now with 8. 17-12, just a couple of seconds left in the quarter. Carr has it stripped out of his hands, and is stripped out of Belcher's hands, and that's how the quarter ends. 17-12 after 1. Anderson County on the road and up 5 here in Baldwin.
At Family Medicine of Baldwin City, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education, ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 785-594-2512 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Baldwin City, your partner for lifelong health.
When choosing a bank, wouldn't you prefer doing business with a local institution with years of commitment to our community? That's Baldwin State Bank. For more than 100 years, we've been providing products and services specifically tailored to our friends in Baldwin City. Whether it's a free checking account, savings for retirement, or your next loan, we'll be here. Because our roots are here. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Off to the second quarter in Baldwin tonight, 17-12. Anderson County with the lead on the road. Carr, Prather, Mahaffey, Zembecki, and Darnell for the Bulldogs of Baldwin to start this second quarter. This is Carr, the baseline drive into traffic, tied up. Jump ball is called, and that will give it back over to Anderson County. Anderson County starting the quarter with Katzer and Jarrett, Belcher, Kaiser, and Register. No ties, no lead changes in the first quarter. Anderson County a 7-0 run to start the period. A 7-point lead is the largest they have had in the ballgame so far. Katzer working on the right wing against Mahaffey. Man-to-man defense. Inside they go to Katzer. He's able to lay it in as he got great positioning inside and makes it a 7-point lead again. Actually looked like Baldwin, I thought they were in a man-to-man to start. It looked like they were falling back into a kind of a 2-3 matchup zone. Here comes Mahaffey inside. He is fouled, so free throws coming up for Cole. The foul is charged to Reese Jarrett, his first. And a third team foul on Anderson County with 7:11 left to go in the first half. Mahaffey at the line. The first one is up and good. Mahaffey with 10 points, a couple of rebounds, and an assist in the opening night loss in Paola. Darnell, offensive rebound, back to Mahaffey, and they can't get the points. Man, that would have been nice to come away with 3 points out of that possession. But it ends up just a 1-point possession for Baldwin. They trail by 6. Nowhere to go for Jarrett. Can't get past Prather. Now Jarrett in the corner. Opts for the long 3. Rebounded by Mahaffey. Saved it behind his back. Dangerous to save it like that underneath your defensive hoop. Gets away with it though. And then a foul committed by Kyle Belcher. Shaylin Pine back in, replacing Caden Register for Anderson County. It's 19-13. Anderson County with a lead on the road against the Baldwin Bulldogs. We're trying to avoid an 0-2 start. Darnell, 15-foot pull-up, swishes in. 19-14 with 6:19 left in the half. Third assist from Caleb Carr already in this first half to go along with his 4 points as well. Good screen gets Kaiser open to the corner, and he rewards him with a big 3. 22-15. Mahaffey looking for the answer. Darnell, the backside rebound. Now Carr for the opposite corner. Kaiser the rebound. 7-point lead with 5:40 left in the half for Anderson County. Ooh, Carr called for the foul. Almost had the ball, which would have caused a jump ball. Instead, Caleb picks up his second foul and a third team foul on the Baldwin Bulldogs. And Becky checks out for Baldwin, and in comes Ryder Nye, a freshman in for Baldwin. Belcher goes out, and in for Anderson County for the first time tonight is Lane Richards, 6-foot junior. 22-15 Anderson County inside of Pine. Out to Richards. Open on the right wing. 3 is flat and short. Pine with another offensive rebound. He has been big on the offensive glass, and it gives a second chance opportunity that Reese Jarrett makes the most of. A 3-pointer to push the lead to double digits for the first time tonight. 25-15 Anderson County. Darnell down the right lane line. Kick to Nye in the corner. Nope. Offensive board, Prather, and he'll head to the free throw line as Reese Jarrett is going to pick up his second foul. So 2 free throws coming up for Devin Prather, 5'11 senior for Baldwin. We saw Anderson County take advantage of a second chance opportunity. They made the most of it for 3 points. Now Baldwin hoping to come away with 2. They'll get at least 1 as Prather knocks down the free throw, the first one. Offensive rebound again by Darnell. Stepping on the sideline in an attempt to save it was Kaiser. So Sam Darnell, he's doing some big time work down on the offensive glass now for Baldwin. Already 2 offensive rebounds on this possession. Now a team offensive rebound makes it 3 on this possession for Baldwin. Just 1 point though so far to show for it. Carr in rhythm, top of the key, 3 on the way, in and out. Another offensive rebound for Darnell. In trouble on the baseline. Slips it to Prather, back outside to Carr, and this time he drills the 3. So a big possession there for Baldwin. Big props to Sam Darnell and his work on the offensive glass to keep that possession going. And eventually, Baldwin comes out of there with a 4-point trip, a free throw from Prather, and 3-pointer by Caleb Carr. Now a foul by Mahaffey on the perimeter. First on Cole, 4th against Baldwin as Mbeki checks back in for Baldwin, replacing Prather. Anderson County wants a timeout. 25-19. We'll break with 4:14 left to go in the first half. You're watching Baldwin basketball on Baldwin Sports Live.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846. Serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
(25-19) lead for Anderson County on top of Baldwin with 4:14 left to go in the first half. Anderson County has led by as many as 10 in this first half. They were up 5 at the end of the first quarter. Extended that up to 10 midway through this second quarter, but Baldwin has trimmed it back down to 6 thanks to a 4-point play, or a 4-point possession, I should say. Not a 4-point play, but thanks to some offensive rebounds, a free throw, and missed free throw, and an offensive rebound, and an eventual 3 by Caleb Carr has made it a 6-point game. Inside to Katzer, back out it goes to Belcher, airball 3, Katzer an offensive rebound. Now Pine going to work on the block, deflected by Carr. He runs it down and comes up with a steal. One-on-one with a defender, crossed him up, sent the defender to the floor, and laying it in, Caleb Carr. And unfortunately, it looks like Kyle Belcher came away injured on the play. Carr with 9. Belcher, good news, is up to his feet, trying to walk it off. And Belcher will come out of the game, it looks like. In comes Derek Rockers, so hope for the best for Kyle Belcher. Senior guard for Anderson County. They'll head back into the locker room. I'm going to take a look at him, but meanwhile, it's back to a 4-point game now. A 6-0 run by the Baldwin Bulldogs have made it a 4-point game at 25-21 with 3:45 left to play in the first half. Belcher has come back, and he's back sitting on the bench with some high fives from his teammates, so hopefully a good sign that he will be okay. Katzer, shot fake, got Mahaffey to bite. Now doubled, out it comes. Kaiser on the wing is short. Zimbecki the rebound and a chance to run for Baldwin. Zimbecki racing the other way. Layup missed, but a foul on Richards. Call for the push will put Zoe Zimbecki at the free throw line with 3:14 left in the half, and a chance to make this a one-possession game again. Zimbecki with a 2-shot foul coming up. 3 points on opening night for the Bulldogs, and he misses his first free throw attempt of the year. And back in comes Kyle Belcher. So good sight there for Anderson County to get Belcher back in the lineup after a brief injury scare. Here's Zembecki's second free throw. And it's a one-possession game again, 25-22. From down 10 to down just 3 on a 7-0 run for Baldwin. Belcher at the high post. Into the corner, Richards. Belcher on the drive, can't hit from close range. Katzer unable to finish the putback. Now Pine is fouled on his putback try. The foul is called on Joey Zembecki for Baldwin. Team's 5th and the first on Zembecki. Pine goes to the line for 2 shots. He was 1 of 2 at the free throw. It was Jarrett, rather, who was 1 of 2 earlier. This is Pine's first trip there and tried to bank in the first one. Devin Prather returns for Baldwin, replacing Ryder Nye. Oh for 2 at the line, and it remains just a 3-point lead for Anderson County. They have gone a little cold now, 2:20 without scoring in that 7-0 run for Baldwin during that time. Jump ball is whistled here. It will stay with Baldwin. Inbound to Darnell, comes right back into Mahaffey. Missed it though. Prather, another offensive rebound. Carr for 3 in the tie, you betcha! A dozen first-half points from Caleb Carr, including 2 3-pointers during this 10-0 run by Baldwin, and the Bulldogs have tied it at 25. Through the hands of Katzer, and a turnover back to Baldwin. So Baldwin with a chance to go down and take their first lead of the night with 2:11 to go in the half. A 10-0 Baldwin run to tie the game after trailing 25-15. Darnell out to Carr. Drives the center of the paint. Kick to Zembecki for the lead off the front iron. And a foul committed by Darnell on the rebound attempt. It's his first and the team's 6th. And check that, his second personal foul. Team's 6th, the minute and 56 seconds left to go in the half. Game remains tied at 25-all. High pass out to the wing. Richards up to get it. Inside to Katzer. And Baldwin on the rebound and a chance to run. Mahaffey leads the break all the way in and puts Baldwin in front, 27-25. It's a 12-0 run by Baldwin. A minute 25 left to play in the half. And another steal. This time it's Darnell that takes it away from Richards. Give to Carr, in rhythm, 3-pointer off the heel, just strong, and Richards with the rebound. Look good. And Baldwin right now with the momentum. Can't fault the shot. It was in rhythm and a good look, but Carr has it rim off, and it's still just a 2-point lead for Baldwin. Inside of Pine, lost it between his legs, able to get it back. Out to Richards, 3 on the way, and it is on the money. Lane Richards gives the lead back to Anderson County with under a minute to play in the half. Carr working out on the left wing. Drive and kick out to Zembecki. Little head fake, drives, pulls up short corner, rattles out. Belcher the rebound with under a half minute to go in the second quarter. Carr has 2 fouls, does not want to pick up a silly third here late in the half. Inside Pine, and he scores off the feed by Belcher. 3-point lead once more at 30-27, under 10 seconds left in the half. Carr scoops it underhanded, catches the rebound, and that will do it for the first half. A big comeback late in this second quarter, a 12-0 run. Put Baldwin in front for a brief moment, But Anderson County recovers to retake the lead at the half. 30-27, Anderson County leading Baldwin. Coming up, it's the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show here on Baldwin Sports Live.
Morningstar Care Homes is looking for the next members of their team of compassionate caregivers. If you're a certified nurse's aide or medication aide or interested in becoming certified with company reimbursement, apply today and join the locally owned care team at Morningstar Care Homes, offering paid leave, health, dental, and vision insurance and a low 5-to-1 patient to caregiver ratio. Apply online at morningstarcarehomes.com/careers or call 785-594-2603. Positions available in Baldwin City, Ottawa, Fredonia, and Neodesha.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Halftime in Baldwin, and we welcome you to the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show, presented by Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. More than just insurance coverage, Farm Bureau is there to assist in your insurance, investment, and wealth management needs. Go see Kelly and the team in downtown Baldwin City to sit down and discuss your financial well-being and how Farm Bureau Financial Services can help. It's a 30-27 ball game here at the half, a first half that had one tie and two lead changes. And Anderson County jumped out to an early 7-0 lead in this game, led by 5 at the end of the first quarter. They extended that up to a 10-point lead midway through the second quarter at 25-15 before Baldwin then went on a 12-0 run to tie and then take the lead for the first time at 27-25 with a little less than a minute and a half to go in the half. But Anderson County able to answer back and score the final 5 points of the first half after falling down by 2 to retake a lead and now holding a 3-point lead at the break at 30-27. Anderson County on top of Baldwin. Back with the first half numbers for you right after this word from Farm Bureau Financial Services as you're watching the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
A 30-27 halftime lead for Anderson County on top of Baldwin. And Baldwin doing a good job holding their own on the glass because of their own offensive rebounding. They are giving up too many offensive boards on the one side. And Baldwin overall is being out-rebounded right now, but only by 2. 19-17 edge for Anderson County. Sam Darnell and Devin Prather doing a great job on the Baldwin Bulldog offensive glass to kind of even that tally up a little bit. But we'll see if Baldwin can improve on the defensive side of the glass and keep Anderson County off those offensive boards here in this second half. But a 19-17 edge there for Anderson County. Baldwin 6 assists on their 11 buckets. Anderson County 5 assists on their 11 buckets. 2 threes for Baldwin, 4 threes for Anderson County. Anderson County turned it over 5 times. Baldwin gave it away 4 times in the first half. Baldwin 3 of 6 at the free throw line. Anderson County just 1 out of 4. Jalen Pine leads the scoring for Anderson County, the only player on their roster in double figures. He has 10. Reese Jarrett with 4, Lane Richards with 3, Reese Katzer with 4, Derek Rockers and Kyle Belcher each with 3. Pine also leading the team in rebounds right now. He has 7 boards, so he's 3 boards shy of a double-double already with 10 points and 7 rebounds. 6 rebounds as well from Reese Katzer. And nobody with more than 1 assist, but they have spread out their 5 assists. Rockers, Belcher, Katzer, and Jarrett all with an assist in that first half for Anderson County. For Baldwin, leading scorer was Caleb Carr in the first half. He's coming off a 32-point night on opening night, and he had a dozen in the first half of this one, including both of the Baldwin three-pointers. So 12 points for Carr to go along with a team-high 3 assists. He also pulled down 2 rebounds. Cole Mahaffey with 7 first-half points. Sam Darnell with 4. Devin Prather with 3. And Joey Zembecki with 1. It was Darnell and Mahaffey each with 5 rebounds to lead the way there for Baldwin. Prather had a couple of them. Carr with a couple as well. Zembecki had 3. And it was Carr's 3 assists leading the way. A couple of assists in that first half as well from Devin Prather. So 30-27 is our halftime score. It's a 3-point lead for Anderson County on top of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Quick wrestling update for you for the Baldwin wrestling teams. The girls 5-0 to start the year at the dual tournament in Burlington. They won that championship over Burlington. A couple of ranked girls on that team as well. Audrey Darnell, Jaden Wharton, and Maddie Hargett, all ranked wrestlers early on in the season as a team. Baldwin started the year ranked number 3. The new rankings for the KWCA were supposed to come out today. I haven't looked to see. Let me see if I can pull them up real quick and check those. I would imagine they'll move up at least 1 spot, as they were 3. Burlington was 2 in the preseason rankings. And, of course, Baldwin beat them in a duel. They still haven't updated the rankings for today, but I'd imagine they'll at least go up to 2, because that's where Burlington was before Baldwin beat them in that dual tournament. And the boys, they're off to a good start as well. They went 4-1 in the Burlington dual tournament, losing in the championship to Mays South, but a strong start for them. They've also got 3 guys in the rankings: Jaden Westgate, Akos Benton, and Jack Harvey, all ranked individually to start the year. The boys wrestlers will have a home dual tournament coming up on Friday evening this week, starting at 4:30, and the girls will host a dual tournament on Saturday this weekend, and you can catch the girls dual tournament this Saturday right here on Baldwin Sports Live, starting shortly before 10 a.m. this Saturday. That's going to do it for the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. It is 30-27 here at the break. Halftime show is brought to you by Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. If you're looking for personal service from a local agent with a great company, then Kelly Neufeld is your guy. Give him a call at 785-594-1055. Kelly and his team, proud supporters of the Baldwin Bulldogs, and they'd love to support you in your financial future as well. Go see what I mean and visit with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it. Second half starts next. It's Anderson County 30, Baldwin 27 on Baldwin Sports Live.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being part of the community we serve. Our roots run deep in Baldwin City, and our commitment runs deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home, or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we're here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for more than 100 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Family Medicine of Baldwin City, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages, from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education, ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 785-594-2512 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Baldwin City, your partner for lifelong health. With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846. Serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
Welcome back inside Baldwin High School tonight. I'm Bryce Kessler along with Charles Reynolds on the camera for us tonight, doing an excellent job as we bring you Baldwin High School basketball here from Baldwin High, the home opener for Baldwin. Girls with a big win earlier tonight, 50-19. They rolled past Anderson County in our girls game, and now the boys trying to make it a 2-0 night for the varsity teams here in Baldwin, but overcoming a 3-point deficit is the goal here at halftime. And Reese Jarrett gets the first look to start the second half for Anderson County. It was a good look for him, but unable to finish it. And the same thing on the other side is Darnell can't finish what was a great look as well, and then compounds the matter by committing his third foul. Both teams get good looks to start the second half. Both teams come up empty. It remains 30-27 Anderson County. One tie, two lead changes in the first half of this game. Anderson County leading by as many as 10. Baldwin's lone lead was a 2-point lead and 27-25 late in the half. And there is a turnover for Anderson County. Well, Baldwin will get it back down by 3. Caleb Carr brings it up. A dozen first half points for Carr. He has now scored 44 points in a game and a half so far to start out this season. Mahaffey with a foul on pull-up, knocks it down. 30-29. 1-point game with a little less than a minute gone in the second half. Katzerman quiet so far, just 4 points for him. Trying to force it inside, but Darnell doing a great job again defensively for Baldwin. A chance for the Bulldogs to retake the lead. Carr on the drive, floats it high and floats it in. 14 from Carr, and Baldwin is back in front at 31-30. He knew he was going up against the size inside the shot blockers for Anderson County. Had to float that one way up top over the defender and did so perfectly. Katzer inside of the block working against Mahaffey. Backs him in, spins to the left hand, and a little baby hook is there for Reese Katzer. And the lead switches hands back over to Anderson County at 32-31. Mahaffey off the screen by Prather. Nothing there. Darnell in the corner. Rockers the rebound for Anderson County. Two minutes gone, second half. A back and forth start already. A couple of lead changes in these first 2 minutes of the second half. Rockers from way downtown off the back iron. Prather all alone for the rebound. Probably not the shot that Anderson County wanted there. Carr dribbled it off the back of his leg, and it forces a tie-up. He's fortunate that it does stay with Baldwin. The Bulldogs will lose the arrow going forward, but they won't lose the possession just yet. Back in Caden Englert for Baldwin. Sam Darnell checks out after Darnell picked up a third foul early in this third quarter. Englert bounces it into Mahaffey. Doubled, now tripled, and a jump ball, and now it will go over to Anderson County. 5.5 to go, third quarter. A 32-31 lead for Anderson County. They led by as many as 10 back at the first half. They've won 4 in a row over Baldwin, including a 7-point win last year. Somehow that ball crawls over the rim and gets in for Kyle Belcher. With 5:17 left to go in the third, it makes it a 34-31 lead for Anderson County. Soft defensive pressure right now for Anderson County, just tempting Baldwin out of the perimeter. Mahaffey drives in. They have forced that one up a little bit. Reese Jarrett with the rebound for Anderson County. Katzer frees up Jarrett, gets it back to him on the roll, and the left-hand finish. (36-31) Anderson County. Carr loses it. Diving onto the floor, a push is called, I believe, against Anderson County. And now another Anderson County player is shaken up a little bit. That's Shaylin Pine, who is injured a little bit. He's going to come out of the game, and he has also committed the foul there. So Pine goes down, and in comes Caden Register with 4:31 to go in the third. Anderson County leading 36-31 after Baldwin took a 31-30 lead. A 6-0 run coming back by Anderson County. Mahaffey to inbound. A weave up top now. Mahaffey pulls up from 18, left it short. Jarrett collects it for Anderson County. Midway through the third quarter, 5-point lead for Anderson County. Jarrett gets around Englert, finger roll is good. 8 straight now for Anderson County after Baldwin had taken a 31-30 lead. Baldwin erased a 10-point deficit at one point in the first half to grab a lead. Now down 7, their largest deficit of the second half. Zimbecki is all alone. Great look from the right wing. Devin Prater got it out there to him. And Joey Zimbecki knocks down his second three of the year. 38-34, snapping out of an 8-0 run by Anderson County. Jarrett high on the right side. They go inside to Katzer. This time with the right hand. We saw him go left the last time he had it on the opposite block. Now with the right, little baby hook drops in there to put Katzer into double figures. 10 points, 6 of them coming in this second half already. Offensive foul, no, blocking foul. So Mahaffey on the attack that time. Puts the foul on Reese Jarrett. That is his third. And it's a blocking foul. It'll be a baseline inbound for Baldwin as Nye and Darnell check back in for Baldwin. And Pine returns to the action for Anderson County. 40-34 Anderson County, 2:48 to go, third quarter. Once again, Mahaffey will put the ball into play for Baldwin on the baseline inbound. Finds Nye on the cut to the basket. He was being ridden by Register, who picks up the foul. Third foul on Anderson County. It's the first on Caden Register. Flip sides, and now Mahaffey to inbound on the other side. Up top to Carr. Flips it underhanded to Darnell, who missed again from close range. That is twice now in this second half already that Carr has set up Darnell with great looks inside, but he has come up empty both times, and the lead remains 6 for Anderson County. Katzer on the kick to Rockers. 3 is way off the mark. Carr with a rebound. Stripped from behind, but it comes back out to Mahaffey, who collects it on the arc. Missed the 3. Nye collides with the Register, and the pushing foul is called on Register. A good hustle there by Ryder Nye to keep the possession on this side of the floor for Baldwin. He trails 40-34 with 2:14 left in the third quarter. Inbound lobbed out to Caleb Carr. 14 points to lead all scorers in the game for Carr. Gets to Mahaffey, back out to Carr. Knocked out of bounds by Pine, and it went off of Carr. So Pine deflected it back out, and it ends up touching Carr, who was out of bounds. And it's a turnover for Baldwin, just their 6th of the game, with 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. And Anderson County leading 40-34. Rockers working against Zimbecki. Pine sets the screen. Rifled inside to Pine. High off the glass, won't go for him. Darnell the rebound. Team leading 8 board for Sam Darnell. Carr out to Mahaffey, who wants to drive. And a foul on, I believe, Jalen Pine again. It is, I beg your pardon, it's on register actually, that's his 3rd. And we'll put Mahaffey at the free throw line, the team's 5th. 2 shots coming up for Cole Mahaffey, 1 out of 2 at the free throw line of the ball game. With that free throw, he's got 10 points to go along with 5 rebounds of the game. Register and Belcher go out. Kaiser and Jarrett come in for Anderson County. Prather back on for Baldwin. Well, both foul shots good for Mahaffey. 4-point game with 1:20 to go in the third. One tie, 4 lead changes so far tonight. 2 of those 4 lead changes in this quarter. Tough shot for Reese. Jarrett finishes though. And it's 42-36. Under a minute left to play in the third. Mahaffey wants a 3. Pine to the rebound. Seconds left to play, third quarter. Katzer got Mahaffey to bite. Kaiser stuffed by Mahaffey, who hauls it down but then turns it over, trying to get the long outlet out to Carr. Jarrett in the corner, open 3, rattled home. A tough exchange right there for Baldwin. The block shot, thought they were going to get a run out for a chance at an easy 2, and instead it leads to a 3 for Anderson County, and the Carr shot misses to close out the quarter. So Anderson County leads by 9 as we head to the fourth. You're watching Baldwin High School basketball on Baldwin Sports Live.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
Morningstar Care Homes is looking for the next members of their team of compassionate caregivers. If you're a certified nurse's aide or medication aide or interested in becoming certified with company reimbursement, apply today and join the locally owned care team at Morningstar Care Homes. Offering paid leave, health, dental, and vision insurance and a low 5-to-1 patient-to-caregiver ratio. Apply online at morningstarcarehomes.com/careers or call 785-594-2603. Positions available in Baldwin City, Ottawa, Fredonia, and Neodesha.
(45-36). Anderson County on top of Baldwin as we start the fourth quarter tonight. One tie, 4 lead changes throughout this ball game. Baldwin trailed by as many as 10 in the second quarter. They led by 2 in the second, led by 1 in the third, trailed by as many as 9. That's where it sits currently here as we start the fourth quarter. Zimbecki up to Prather, now Carr. 14 for Caleb Carr in this game. Gets a screen from Darnell, pulls up for three, can't get the roll. And another rebound for Shaylin Pine, who's got a double-double, 10 points, 10 rebounds in this game. And Anderson County a chance to push the lead back up to double digits. In fact, a bucket here would give them their largest lead of the ball game. And that's what they have, as it's Reese Katzer who's got a dozen. 7:10 to go, and it's an 11-point lead for Anderson County. Ball knocked loose, down to the floor goes Jarrett and Darnell, and the jump ball will send it over to Anderson County. A 17-5 advantage for Anderson County since Baldwin took a 31-30 lead in this second half. Still time to go. Baldwin with a little less than 7 minutes. That's enough time to get back into it, down 11, but you need to start scoring some buckets at the offensive end, get some stops down here. Jarrett on the spin move around the defender, can't get the floater to fall. Darnell with a rebound. So there's the stop. Now they need some points. Carr looking to create off the dribble. Hesitation move, got around Pine, then missed the layup, and it's rebounded by Jarrett. Unfortunately, Baldwin's had too many of those in this second half. Missed bunnies down close. Trying to make a comeback. Can ill afford to leave points out there with open looks like that. This is Jarrett for three. He won't go after it bounced off the rim, then off the top of the backboard and down. Another turnover on the outlet. Awkward shot from Belcher. Mahaffey the rebound. Baldwin back on the attack again. He has Prather on the backside. Nice bounce pass over to him, and another miss from close range for Baldwin. Timeout taken by Anderson County. It's a 47-36 lead for Anderson County. They are getting away with a few misfires for Baldwin. Some missed chances have left Baldwin down 11 with 5:44 left to play. Baldwin Sports Live brought to you in part by Rice Precision Manufacturing. They're a fast-growing family-owned company right here in Baldwin City that specializes in CNC machining and fabrication of parts, components, and assemblies for a wide range of industries. Email the sales team at sales@riceprecision.com to get more information on how they might be of assistance to your manufacturing projects. So an 11-point lead for Anderson County. They have to feel a little bit fortunate that it is 11 after the Bulldogs of Baldwin have had a couple of really good chances here last several times down, but have come up empty. Just 5 points in the last 9 minutes of game time for Baldwin after they led 31-30. Down to 5.5 to go. Anderson County in no hurry. Belcher attacks with numbers, blocked by Mahaffey. Belcher keeps it alive though, and then a foul committed by Prather out on the perimeter. As he bumps in to Kaiser. It is only Baldwin's second team foul. It's the first on Prather, so a long ways away. And to be completely honest with you, that it's worth taking some chances right now because the way things look, you're eventually going to have to foul and put Anderson County on the line anyway. So right now you have 4 more fouls to give. You'll take some chances before it gets down to too much of a crunch time. Pine misses a couple of times from close range, and Darnell the rebound. He's got 10 rebounds in the game. Carr, another nice hesitation move. This time draws the foul. Shaylin Pine picks up his second, and it will put Caleb Carr at the line for 2 shots. So starts right here. Get this back to a single-digit deficit. Carr misses the first. He was a perfect 8 out of 8 at the free throw line against Paola. Ian Rimmer back in for Baldwin. But 0 for 2, it's Darnell on the offensive glass. Mahaffey, the drive and the finish. So unfortunately, they didn't get the 2 points at the free throw line, but they end up with 2 nonetheless, thanks to Cole Mahaffey after the offensive board on the missed free throw by Darnell. So there you go. They've got it back down to single digits. The deficit is 9 with 4.5 minutes to play. And again, take some chances just like that. Ooh, that was close there. Caleb Carr nearly with a clean steal, but unfortunately gets called for the foul. But that's the kind of plays you have to make right now. Take some chances, try to get some steals. They nearly had one there. If you get called for the foul, so be it. You need to give them anyway at this point. That's just their 3rd team foul. It is the 3rd on Carr, so you might want to remind him that he wants to be a little more careful. Still has 1 foul to give for Carr, but 4:15 left to go. Katzer against Mahaffey. Outside of Elcher. Pine with another close range miss. And fouled by Darnell. Those are the types of fouls they don't want to give. Granted, Darnell was not trying to foul, obviously, right there. He was just trying to battle Pine for that basketball. Jalen Pine with 13 rebounds in this game. And a chance at the line with 2 shots coming up. That's the 4th foul on Sam Darnell now. Pine now 0 for 3 at the line with 1 more coming. Anderson County not helping themselves out at the free throw line inning. 1 for 5 as a team. Trying to hold on to a lead on the road to pick up a victory to get to 2-0. Pine does get the second. 48-38 with 4 minutes to play. Carr on the drive, scoop, and score. 16 from Carr, 48-40. Belcher picks it up. 3:38 to go. Jarrett works around Mahaffey. Bank shot spins around and out, and Mahaffey the rebound. With 3:15 to go, Baldwin doesn't have to be in a hurry necessarily. Just have to have a little sense of urgency down here on this offensive side, but still have time to make sure you get a good shot. That's a good shot. 15-foot pull-up by Zembecki. Knocks it down. 48-42 with 3 minutes to play. 2-possession game again. Baldwin still has 2 fouls to give. Again, don't want to just give the fouls for no reason, but not a bad time to take some chances, see if you can come up with a steal. The problem if you wait until that clock gets down around a minute or so, then the officials, know you're trying to foul, and you have a little less margin for error getting away with something. That time a blocking foul is called on Caleb Carr, so that's his 4th. So now Carr and Darnell each with 4. Rimmer out, Prater back in for Baldwin. And that's what Don Blanchett just called Caleb over to make sure he knows that he has 4 fouls now. So Caleb, an aggressive defender, but at this point in time, his scoring is way more important than what he might get defensively. There you go. Zembecki jumps in front with a steal and a layup. 48-44, Joey Zembecki on cue with a steal and buckets. It's a 4-point game with 2:32 left to go. A timeout taken by Baldwin as the Bulldogs use just their first timeout of this game. They have plenty of timeouts, 4 to go. 1 more foul to give, and they have trimmed the deficit down to 4 at 48-44 here in this 4th quarter. They have trailed by as many as 11 in the 4th quarter, but it's down to 4 right now. Don't forget the North Pole has chosen the Baldwin City Chamber as one of its mail drops. Mail your letters directly to Santa at 719 High Street weekdays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. to guarantee your letter is delivered safely and on time to the big guy. 48-44, 2:28 to go here in the 4th. Carr reached in there for a moment, but again, his nature is to go and gamble for the basketball, but he has 4 fouls, and they can ill afford for him to go onto the bench if they're going to complete a comeback here. Missed shot by Belcher, rebounded by Prather. Another Baldwin stop, and now a foul committed, and oof, that is not what Anderson County wanted to do. As Belcher commits the foul out at midcourt, and that is their 7th foul. It stops the clock and puts Caleb Carr at the free throw line. Carr is 0 for 2 in this game, but again was 8 for 8 at the line against Paola. A 1-and-1 for Carr. Knocks down the front end, and it's a 3-point game. Carr makes it a 2-point game. It's an 8-0 run by Baldwin from down from down 10 to down 2 now at 48-46 with just under 2 minutes to go. Katzer thought about the 3. Anderson County kind of in that awkward territory right now where you want to work the clock, but yet you don't want to just completely go out of your offense. Katzer on the drive, lost it for a moment, kicks it out to Jarrett. Pine tied up. That should be a jump ball. It is, and it goes over to Baldwin. Darnell forces the jump ball and a turnover with 1:36 to go. An 8-0 run by Baldwin, and they've got the ball back with a chance to take the lead even. First and foremost, just trying to get a bucket to tie it. But Baldwin with a chance to tie or take a lead with 90 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. After trailing by 11 earlier in this fourth period. Carr in the corner, bounces it into Darnell. Back out to Zembecki. Drives, dish to Darnell, and Sam Darnell this time able to finish, plus a foul on Shaylin Pine, and a 3-point opportunity for the lead for Sam Darnell. Darnell had missed a couple of close ones earlier in this second half, but when they needed a big one there, they get it out of Sam Darnell with 1:12 to go. The foul is the 3rd on Pine, and now a big free throw for Sam Darnell. First free throw attempt of the year for Darnell to give the Bulldogs the lead, and he swishes it in. Baldwin in front. 49-48. A little more than a minute to go. Inside the Pine, over top of Darnell, short. Carr the rebound. And a foul committed immediately by Pine, and back to the free throw line goes Caleb Carr. Momentum has shifted to the home side as Baldwin has put together an 11-0 run to go from down 48-38 with 4 minutes to play in the game. They trail by 10, and now with just under a minute to go, they lead by 1 with Carr at the line for another 1-and-1. The front end is up, and it is pure. Biggest lead of the night for Baldwin is now 3 points. 20 points in the game from Caleb Carr. 50 seconds to go. Baldwin leading 51-48. Jarrett guarded up top by Prather. Pick and pop back over to Rockers. You don't have to take a 3. 35 seconds to go. It's not a must-shoot 3 situation, but they'll pull one anyway. Jarrett misfires the 3, catches the rebound. Back out to Belcher. His 3 way off the mark. Rebounded by Zembecki. 20 seconds to go, and Pine reaches in and fouls Carr in the backcourt. Shaylin Pine fouls out of the game, and that's the 10th team foul, so a double bonus coming up for Baldwin. 2 shots coming up for Caleb Carr to try to make this a 2-possession game. Anderson County hasn't scored since the 4-minute mark of this fourth quarter. They were up 10 at that time, 48-38. 13 straight from Baldwin, and now Carr at the line for 2 shots, and the first one is good. And how about the free throwing in this fourth quarter for Baldwin? 6 out of 8 at the line of the fourth quarter for the Bulldogs. And the second free throw misses, but an offensive rebound by Mahaffey, so even better. And a timeout, Baldwin. Mahaffey with his 9th board to go along with 13 points. And with 17.9 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter, Baldwin has the basketball up by 4. We'll be back in a moment here on Baldwin Sports Live.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
Baldwin crowd fired up here during the timeout as they have watched the Baldwin Bulldogs put together a 14-0 run to go from down 10 to now up 4 with 17.9 seconds left to play. Caleb Carr to inbound for Baldwin. Into Mahaffey, doubled, gets it up off the glass and banks it in. 54-48 Baldwin. 16 straight points for Baldwin. And now Zimbecki knocks it free with a steal. And that's how this one will end. The Baldwin Bulldogs hold Anderson County scoreless through the final 4 minutes and come from 10 down with 4 to play on a 16-0 run to close out the game and pick up the win. 54-48 the final. Baldwin improving to 1-0 and dropping Anderson County to 1-0 in the process. What a comeback by the Baldwin Bulldogs en route to their first win of the year. 54-48 the final. The post-game show is coming up next here on Baldwin Sports Live.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family. Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Welcome into the Baldwin Sports Live post-game show. You see the final score on your screen right there, 54-48, and a comeback victory here in the home opener for the Baldwin Bulldogs. This ball game had one tie, two ties, and 5 lead changes. The 5th lead change was the final lead change, and that happened with a little more than a minute to go in the fourth quarter as part of a 16-0 run by Baldwin to close out the ball game. So let's recap it for you. Anderson County led 7-0 early. They would lead by 5 at the end of the first quarter. The Anderson County Bulldogs extended their lead up to 10 midway through the second quarter at 25-15. Baldwin able to put together a 12-0 run in the second quarter to take a 27-25 lead, their first lead of the game, with a little less than a minute and a half to go in the second quarter. Anderson County retook the lead at 30-27 at halftime, and then extended that lead up to 11 in the third quarter, or into the fourth quarter at 47-36. Anderson County led early on in the fourth quarter. It was 48-38 with 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. And that's when it all turned around for Baldwin. Anderson County would not score again. After leading 48-38, they go scoreless in the final 4 minutes of this game. And Baldwin closes out the contest on a 16-0 run to win this game tonight, 54-48. Baldwin improving to 1-1. Anderson County now 1-1 as well, as the Bulldogs of Baldwin win this Battle of Bulldogs for the first time since 2017, after Anderson County had won the last 4 over Baldwin, but not tonight. A comeback victory for Baldwin, 54-48, your final. We're back with the final numbers for you from this one right after this on the Baldwin Sports Live post-game show.
When choosing a bank, wouldn't you prefer doing business with a local institution with years of commitment to our community? That's Baldwin State Bank. For more than 100 years, we've been providing products and services specifically tailored to our friends in Baldwin City. Whether it's a free checking account, savings for retirement, or your next loan, we'll be here. Because our roots are here. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Family Medicine of Baldwin City, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages, from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education, ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 785-594-2512 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Baldwin City, your partner for lifelong health.
Welcome back inside the Baldwin Sports Live post-game show tonight. An exciting finish to a great night for Baldwin High School. The girls started out the night with a 50-19 blowout win over Anderson County, and the boys in the nightcap overcome a late 10-point deficit with 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, down by 10. But they closed the game out on a 16-0 run to win this game tonight in comeback fashion, 54-48. Caleb Carr, 21 points to lead the scoring tonight for Baldwin. What a start to his junior season. 32 against Paola, 21 tonight. He added 4 boards and a team-high 3 assists as well to lead Baldwin in this victory. But big games across the board, really, as Carr's 21 led the way, but they have 3 guys in double figures. Cole Mahaffey with 13 points tonight, 9 rebounds as well for Mahaffey. How about Sam Darnell? Double-double Darnell, we'll call him. 11 points, 11 boards for Sam Darnell in this game, and he helped Baldwin to this victory tonight. Devin Prather with 3 points, and Joey Zembecki with 8 as well, and a couple of big plays in the fourth quarter. A couple of steals, 1 steal, in fact, that closed the gap down to 4 late there and really turned the momentum. It was a 4-point game. It was a 6-point game, and he came up with a huge steal that really ignited the crowd and really turned everything around for Baldwin in that comeback, and they would go on and push it 8 more and then to win this game by 6, or 10 more after that, actually, to win this game by 6, 54-48. Darnell leads the team with 11 boards. Mahaffey had 9. Also in the rebounding category, 4 apiece from Prather, Carr, and Zembecki. Carr and Prather each with 3 assists for Baldwin. Anderson County led by Reese Katzer with 12 points. One of 3 guys for them as well into double figures. Reese Jarrett and Shaylin Pine each with 11. 5 from Belcher, 3 from Rockers, 3 from Richards. Leading rebounder was Pine with 13. Katzer added 7. And overall, the rebounding number was the big number we were watching in this game, because Paola out-rebounded the Bulldogs by 15. And we knew this game, the size disadvantage Baldwin would have against Anderson County, then that could be another big factor in this game, the rebounding tally. But how about this? A +2 for Baldwin on the glass tonight. They out-rebound Anderson County by 2, as in the second half they were a +4. And that was huge in this victory. They also evened them up in turnovers, some late turnovers to even that category up there, 9 turnovers apiece, each team with 8 assists. Baldwin also making much better use of the free throw line. Anderson County 2 of 6 at the line, Baldwin 11 of 17. So not tremendous night, 11 of 17, left some points there, but a +9 scoring advantage at the free throw line as Baldwin was able to use that in this fourth quarter to help close out this victory. A 16-0 run to close the game for Baldwin, and they win it tonight 54-48. That's going to wrap things up for us this evening. We've got more basketball coming up later this week for you on Friday as Baldwin travels to Burlington. We'll have that game for you, the doubleheader, starting with the girls' game. Tip-off scheduled for 6. We'll be on the air around 5:40 for that one, and the boys' game to follow. And then it's wrestling action coming up on Saturday this weekend here on Baldwin Sports Live, the girls' wrestling dual tournament here at Baldwin High School. Matt Jones will be on the call for that one with you on Saturday here on Baldwin Sports Live. So again, Friday, join us for more Bulldog hoops at Burlington right here on Baldwin Sports Live. Your final tonight, girls win it 50-19 for Baldwin, and the boys in comeback fashion, 54-48 winners over Anderson County. I'm Bryce Kessler. Thanks to Charles Reynolds for our camera operator tonight as well, stepping in and doing a great job for us last minute. And that's going to do it for this one. We'll see you Friday night here on the home of the Bulldogs, Baldwin Sports Live.
You've been watching the Baldwin Bulldogs on Baldwin Sports Live. Baldwin Sports Live is brought to you by Kelly Neufeld, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Baldwin State Bank, Heartland Plumbing, Family Medicine of Baldwin City, Morning Star Care Homes, Trindle Lumber Company, State Farm Agent Cody Anno, One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, Rice Precision Manufacturing, Baldwin City Recreation Commission, Elite Chiropractic, the Lumberyard Arts Center, and by the Baldwin City Chamber of Commerce. Visit BaldwinSportsLive.com for the schedule of upcoming broadcasts on your home for the Baldwin Bulldogs, Baldwin Sports Live.